The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
David Phelps, Celebrity Boxing. Don't miss Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday night from 7 to 10.
Yo, this is the Hammer Federation. Check it out. Trash Talk Radio, 7 to 10 every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Be there. Hi, this is Harry, sanitary engineer. You're listening to Trash Talk Radio.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to thank
TrashTalkingRadio.com
for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it! I mean, you're awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see it,
Hey, I want to talk to Mike Trash, man. Don't be putting me down like that. I appreciate it. Hey, would you shut up?
Hi, this is John Wayne Bartley on Trash Talking Radio. We're on every Tuesdays from 7 to 10. TrashTalkingRadio.com.
Hey, this is Uncle
Sebastian! Oh my god! No! Oh my god! No! No! It's Trash Talking Radio! It's Tuesday! It's 7 to 10!
This is the Reverend Bob Levy, and you're listening to Trash Talk Radio. Only here, motherfucker.
Hey, this is Billy Mays from the Grave, and you're listening to Trash Talking Radio Show on TrashTalkingRadio.com. This is the only radio show that you ever need. You listen in every Tuesday, 7 to 10 p.m. every week. And pow! Good instant entertainment. And if that's not enough, you act right now. You can listen to the archives for absolutely free. Now, how much would you pay? Call now. Operators are standing by.
This is Danny Bonaducci. Nobody trash talks like me. That's why I quit the park for traveling. A bunch of goofballs dressed up in red velvet suits. How embarrassing. If David Cassidy was there right now, I'd tell him what I think about him. Why? Because you're listening to Trash Talk, 7 to 10 p.m.
Welcome to the Trash Talking Radio Show. Please take a seat and help yourself to the snacks and beverages. The show will begin in just a few seconds. Please welcome your host. He is the singer/songwriter of the Uncle Sam Band. He is the host with the most, Mr. Tuesday Night, Every Woman's Fantasy. He is the manager of champions, singer of songs, and actor without a script. He will be the first against the wall when the revolution comes. He is a lover of life. He is a Tesla driving, song singing, talk show hosting, son of a gun. Please welcome the Vital Idol, Classy Mike Trash.
Yes, please welcome the Vital Idol, Classy Mike Trash. As soon as I figure out what I'm doing. Here we go. There we are. Hey, all right. Hey, we're starting on time again. I know. If you're not used to this, that means I got to pay more for my talent here.
Well, thank you.
Right,
At least we're
thank you very
talented.
much. I'll take more money. God knows I need it.
More zeros.
Connect 4 in a row? What's that? What are you connecting 4 in a row?
This is the 4th week in a row
Oh,
I've been
okay.
here. Isn't it Connect 4?
Okay.
Gonna get 4 in a row?
Sure.
What, do you think you're one of the 4 horsemen?
Okay, now let's see.
No.
We need to
I
move
just connected
to,
4, that's all.
I need to use today's picture. This picture is sponsored by Royal Wolf, with the best video going to me.
Any relation to Ken?
Wait a minute, I got to change that. I can't have it be the best video gold award when I have a platinum.
Yeah.
There's a platinum in here somewhere. Let's see, not that one. Must be. There we go, platinum. Yay!
Is that any relation to Ken?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
All right, so let's get this thing started. Let's get this party started. Anybody in the chat room yet?
Yeah, there's a few people in there.
I mean, we're starting on time. People aren't used to that. And that's.
Well, here's a message for you.
Jesse
It's
Joe's on there.
From Michael Cirillo that says, "Hi, sexy." So that's got to be for you.
That's right, exactly. Hello, sexy. All right.
Hey, you know.
Hi, Jesse Joe.
Sometimes that's a blessing. Sometimes it's not.
It's a curse in your case.
You know, for when and if it happens again, when we're not on time, somebody's going to be like, well, Where you at?
Well, look,
You didn't start on time.
My phone says it's on.
Wow.
Wow, I never even noticed that before. All right, all
What's
kinds
on?
of things.
Your vibrator?
It says the. I'll talk about that if you want.
No. This is a family show. Supposed to
No,
be.
wait, that happens later, right?
Yes.
Alyssa's not here.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
wait, okay, you got to let me know when
That's
she's
right,
in,
yeah,
because I'm
that's
sure
right, okay.
I'm sure she can relate to what we're going to talk about if I talk about that. Okay, all right. Well, let's get things started.
I still want to go back to that.
Really, Mother?
I want to go Connect 4.
What is this Connect 4 stuff?
It says Connect 4 in a row.
I know that. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going backwards.
We did it
now.
last
Supposed
week.
to be going forward now, not backwards. Now that's Connect 5. If you're talking about.
Oh, I'm
the
sorry. Connect
bingo.
5 spaces. Okay.
Is that what you were talking about?
That's
Ah,
right.
good.
We'll get to that.
Last week I forgot to say tic-tac-toe 3 in a row. Today's Connect 4. Next week will be
Bingo. 5.
bingo.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
I've got that on the schedule, so we'll talk about the
Young lady,
we
if
can't
you're not
do
going to act your age,
We can't-
at least act your ability, which is not that.
whatever that was. Would you turn your glasses off?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She's acting not her ability either.
I was
She
acting
either
my
act her
IQ.
age
Gotta
or
be
act
closer.
her ability, which is neither none.
I was acting my
There you go.
IQ. I
There
didn't
Mom.
even move.
Your
Mom,
IQ
do you
is
realize
0?
you turn those on because they're so bright that's glaring in?
I know.
Okay.
Then they can see my notes.
No, they can't. No, they
Like
can't
you.
because I can't.
Yeah, sure. That's
know,
But
fine.
I want to be
You
the
know,
spooky one.
If I
You
have
are
to
the
hide
spooky
those
one. You don't
from
have to
I
put
will.
glasses on for that.
You know that.
What?
You're not
If I have
hiding.
to hide them from you, I will.
You're gonna have to
I
probably.
will.
Nope.
Because the other set, if not, I will buy another 2 sets and she won't get either.
All right.
You think?
There's Jesse Joe. How you doing?
Really?
All right. Let's get things going. Okay. We want to first start
She'll
off
just have to buy your own pair.
with a death. We haven't had any for a while. But nobody, and I thought about putting him on the thing.
I did too.
Because he wouldn't have been under 60 though, because he's over 60. But it would have been. He was a safe bet to me because he was in. Now, even though he was in recovery, you always kind of bet on those guys.
Yep.
Jumping out of recovery, so you could win your contest. So, anyway,
All right, Jen.
I have to put this on my phone somehow so I can look.
what are you doing? What?
This.
I can't even see what it is. Oh, that. Okay. Well, I can look on my phone, so why can't you look on your phone?
Hi, Jen.
Hold on, I gotta.
Hi, Jen.
Put
Who's Jen?
there we go. Where?
Jen's not here yet.
Be
Jen?
nice, short Mike. I'm going to kick your
Oh,
butt.
here we go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I hate to hear violence. Today's kids. What? There's not in here.
I need something because
Hey.
your dog's got something.
What do you got? Let it go.
I'm going to put her upstairs. That's why she does it.
That's my manual. You don't eat manuals. You can read it, but don't eat it.
Would you mind getting it,
Oh,
please?
so here's all I got to do is just make
Rattle
the
it.
noise. Don't eat my manual. That's for this
Can you
mixer.
get up? If not, I
I
can't.
don't want you messing up my mixer. That's my mixer manual.
She said, the hell with it. You can give me anything. I'm going to mix it now.
You could at least bring it here.
No.
That's why she's doing it.
My dog is running away with my manual for my mixer. Oh, what a mess.
She does it because
I know she does it
she
for
wants
that.
food.
Well,
You act like you don't feed her, and you do.
well, the thing is, the only thing she got that out of the laundry room, which is where she got that ball. So I gotta have the laundry room closed. It's open right now. So if you would go and close that door to the laundry room, that would stop her from going in there. And that seems to be where she's getting
the
stuff.
stuff and trying to.
Because I've really cleaned the floor so that there's not too much she can take from this floor. And
Okay, that's weird.
I was in the laundry room working on the stupid dryer this weekend. So
Jen Malot's watching. Woohoo!
who's that?
Jen Malott is a friend of my family for years.
Guess what, girlfriend?
Her husband was.
He's loud without the microphone.
Ooh.
Well, that didn't take long.
And you
Wow.
know exactly where she went, Mike? She
There was
went right towards that room.
Yep.
But she was like.
There was a
doing the
CD
hip,
that
that's
went
exactly
with
where
all
she went
this.
toward.
Did you see that anywhere?
No. I can go up and look, though, if you would like.
I am angry at her for this. She sees something and she says, "Oh, that'll."
I know he'll want that.
I know he'll give me something
she
for
sees
that.
something and she goes, "That's something I get a treat for."
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because they always give it to me for.
Tell you a story though. She was being good for the past, I don't know, couple days, and I was. She follows me. When she follows me right up to my leg, and I don't even see her. When I look around, I'm like, "Where'd she go?" And she's right there. Okay. Well, I was going to bed, and I thought she was right next with me. I closed the door, went to bed, and where was I? Oh, I was playing my game. That's where it was, or something like that. So I went to the bedroom to play my game, and I thought, wow, I haven't seen her in a while. I wonder where she is. And I looked, and she wasn't out on her couch. She wasn't out in the. Thank you. She wasn't out on the couch. She didn't seem to be downstairs because the gate was still up. So the only place I thought was she could be outside, but it was really late, so I really doubted she was outside. So I started getting worried. I didn't know where she was, and I started walking like I was walking back to the bedroom. Right as I walked out of the kitchen, I looked to my left, and she was in the living room by herself. And I don't know how long she was in there, but it was probably a while. And I thought, oh man, what if she took a dump or something? As gross as this is gonna sound, it isn't gross when you think of what the alternative is. I walked into the living room, and I had a tub, and the lid of the tub was on the floor. Mm-hmm. She went on the tub so she wouldn't get my carpet.
Aww.
Hey, she at least did that for you.
And she has not gone in the house in quite a long time.
Good.
So I mean, she's coming along. She's got some training to do.
Probably got mad at you.
She actually was relieved. And I felt really bad. But I mean, she's a lot better than she was when I first got her. This is one of her bad habits, but the other bad habits, they've kind of started disappearing little by little, because I've been paying extra attention to her. Christine's been paying attention to her, and actually Christine's getting along with her really well. And in the beginning, she wasn't so sure she was a dog person, but she's starting to really like Cheyenne, and it's kind of
how can you not like Cheyenne? That's the thing.
You live with her for a while, you might not like her. She could be a pain in the butt. But anyway, all right.
Hey, Cheyenne. I got the secret. All I got to do is make the bones.
Well, I still have one or two of those, and I bought some at the store too. I found they have in Carnes they have a section of soup bones, and some of them are like, they look like rib bones, and they have ribs. They have meat on them and stuff. And they're like $3 for like one. Well, they give you two for that.
I think we actually still have some at home, don't we?
She loves them. And I've been treating her really well, and so she's been good most of the time. But Tuesdays she seems to like act. She likes the attention of all you guys.
I was going to say that's because we're not full. Our full attentions are not on her.
Yeah.
So
okay. So the first article I want to talk about, since now we're late, we were on time. We're now late, but we can catch up because we aren't real late. We're actually early compared to
is pretty good.
We're early compared to where we used to be, but not the new me. The new me is have us on time every day or for the past month.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Yep.
All right. We'll start off with the deaths. No one on our list, unfortunately, but someone that's in the hearts.
Whoa. I wouldn't say unfortunately about that. That's a good thing.
No.
Yes, but he wants points.
I want points.
Well, I'm waiting.
Right now, we're all even. Nobody's scored. So anyway, this is the person that died just recently, just yesterday, actually. Last night he died, and that is Scott Hall. Scott Hall, I'll tell you, I remember Scott Hall back in the AWA days. That's long before anybody knew who he was. He had this big, cheesy porno mustache, and he was a good guy, too, by the way. So until he went to the WWE, then he became the bad guy.
Laser.
And had this toothpick thing. And a lot of guys love him. A lot of guys in the business today think he was so awesome. That's all I'll say about that. But what the article was it says, why is Scott Hall dying? And the reason he's dying was dying and is now dead, is he really abused his body really badly and was in rehab many times. And finally, from what I understood, he was doing well, but he had hip surgery, and he had 3 heart attacks and went into
because of a blood clot.
Because of a blood clot. He was only 63.
Mm-hmm.
That is so young in today's standards. I mean, he was an old man in the caveman days, because they probably made it to 27. And but you know, he really abused his body, and it makes me scared to get the hip surgery because I need that as well. But yeah, I did a Google search of him and found all these little cool articles about him. And I'll tell you what, I can tell you that hip surgery or I have arthritis, and it's just really bad. Especially sometimes it's worse than ever, or sometimes it's worse than it is other times. But that's not a good thing. When I was in New York, for instance, all the walking I had to do when I was outside when they were taking my pictures, and the cold and stuff, the next couple days my hips were so bad. I thought I was going to die. It hurt so bad. But yeah, you know, it's sad. Make sure you tell me when you see my sister in the chat room.
Okay.
Because there's some articles specific to her.
Okay.
That I want to make sure I don't want to do them before that. But anyway, yeah, Scott Hall is his real name, and that's unusual with wrestlers, because you know, a lot of guys, like, believe it or not, Hulk Hogan isn't his real name.
Nope.
Nope.
Really? I didn't know that.
No, his first name isn't Hulk. It's Boulder.
It's in Colorado.
Terry the Boulder.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway.
I knew Hulk Hogan wasn't his real name. I mean, I didn't know.
I thought his first name was Incredible.
No, you got the other one.
Oh, okay.
That's his brother.
Oh.
I didn't know it was Hulk. I mean, or Boulder. Excuse me. But
yeah, he was from Terry, Florida. Terry the Boulder. Colorado, I like that. Anyway, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. None of us got any points, so I don't want to put too much time on it.
Well, I was reading some of, I read the tribute that Diamond Dallas Page wrote to him.
And I'm sure Diamond Dallas had
one of our
good
guys,
things to say
Dylan
about
Freimeyer.
Yeah, I'm sure they both had really good things to say about him. I don't know him. I met him once, and the one time I met him,
he didn't make an impression.
The one time I met him. That's what I'll put it. I'll leave it at that. And
he fit the dark hair, dark guys over 21.
Not anymore. It looked like he had a lot of gray there.
I was going to say, that don't look like dark hair, dark eyes anymore, sweetheart.
I will tell you this, though. Whether you liked him or hated him, if
he
you
was
were
the bad guy.
If you were, well, what I'm going to tell you here is, whether you liked him or not, him and Kevin Nash changed the way the wrestling business was done.
Yes.
And that was a positive spin on things, because before that, nobody could compete with Vince McMahon. And Vince ended up buying that company anyway, but they changed the pay structure of people that weren't working for WWE, and made Vince up his game on how he paid people too. So they really did change the industry, and they also, with the NWO angle, blew the top off the industry, and made it interesting enough that it brought new fans in, and brought it raised the bar quite a bit. So, you know, he did do that. Him and Kevin Nash were responsible for that, and then bringing Hogan into that mix made it bigger than ever. And bringing Randy Savage into that, and all the guys that they brought into that, they made it nostalgic for the people of that generation. I, for one, the people I liked were pre them. Now, I did like Scott Hall because he was in the business during the generation that I liked. Mm-hmm. But there were things about Scott Hall that I'll remain silent on. Let's put it that way. You know, you could have just taken that down off of mine. I could have just given you that.
I know, but it's just easier. That way I'm at home. If I'm at home,
But I
have
could
it.
have given you that spreadsheet.
It's all right. I got it.
You didn't have to type it in.
Hey, this is my laptop. I like doing this now.
It's my laptop, and I'll steal if I want to.
Hey, I'm not hiding. I could hide. I could put this up and do this.
We still on the air? All right. So that's all I'm going to do. Is anyone to pick up the phone? Is anyone to pick up the phone?
Are we supposed to
I'm guessing a call in.
Are we
You want to call in? Is that what you're saying? I wonder if my phone's hooked up. I haven't used it in so long.
I don't know, and you never did get a hold of Doc, did you?
No, I forgot.
I did my job.
Well, I mean, I was super busy this weekend. I mean, I really had a few things. Did you put her upstairs?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, she's really quiet. That scares me. I don't know what she's doing. All right. So
probably got mad that I closed the door to the.
I'm assuming that you're trying to call, and I haven't used I don't know where my phone is. Hold on.
I think is it underneath?
No, here. I think it's here, isn't it? No. Well, here's the one speaker.
The number is on screen. Why would you have it on screen?
Well, because nobody ever calls.
It doesn't work.
Nobody called, so I never bothered working with it. It might be here.
It's one of those banners that he had done before because people would call in when we're not doing a live show.
To be honest with you, I would love to have callers every week, but nobody's called in at
least a couple of years.
I would say, yeah. I mean, I changed the format of the show and stopped doing interviews, so for the most part, the phone really didn't do anything. But if you're willing to, if you want the phone service to work again, I will make it work. I just may not be able to make it work now since I don't know where my phone is.
Because
it's covered on
with
stuff.
his report.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since anybody's had any interest in calling, and because we do current events, and a lot of people don't want to.
Where did you go, Jesse Joe?
I just wonder where my phone. Now that he mentions it, I don't even know where the phone is. I would have to follow the cord wherever, because we haven't used it in so long. I think I buried it. That's funny that anybody even. I'm sorry, I'll have it ready for you next week. I promise. Assuming you come back. So, if you don't come back, well, sorry. I just, I don't even know where it's at. I think I found it. I found the phone. I found the phone. I just don't know. I don't know if it's hooked up or not, because I haven't had anybody call in a while. I can't even tell you the last. I think last time somebody called was Brimstone, I think.
Yeah.
Let me see if it works.
That could be.
Oh, it needs worked on. And that's why that's red. I wonder. That's probably why. I'll have it working next week. How about that? I know that you probably don't care and wanted to talk to somebody this week, but I can't help you because I didn't think anybody ever read the banner. Anyway, we'll have it ready. And actually, what we're planning on doing in a not so distant future is I'm going to have it set up so you can video call in. What do you think of that? Do you think that would be interesting? Would that be interesting to you if I set up a video call thing that you could call in and we could bring you up on the screen and talk to you that way? Is that something that would be...
My ugly face is going to be on a video call, too?
Huh?
I mean, my ugly face is going to be on a video call, too?
Yours is already... we get censorship with you. I have to put an X across your face.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Well, that way, when we work remote...
No, seriously, I am going to do that because I have a couple people I want to interview. One of them is a director in New York. He's also the improv teacher that I had. I also...
Are we allowed to ask questions?
Sure.
Okay. I'm serious.
You have any, or you just?
I'm just saying. When he's not on the,
yeah. I mean, if I'm going to do a thing like that, we're all going to be on the call, and
right?
We just got to. That's the logistics of doing the video call. We tried it before, and it didn't work out. So I need to get one of you guys to call in video, so that I can see if I figured it out. I may have figured it out with this last thing that I figured out that got our volume back. So I would like to do video calls because then it would make the show more interesting. The number on the screen. Oh, he already said that.
Yeah, but it's one of those that, if there's something during the week that happens and you want to leave a message, feel free.
I want to set it up again because it's been like this it's been for a couple weeks, because when I had Comcast here last time, I disconnected something and I got to figure out what it is I disconnected. But I can get that working again. If I see that there's somebody that'll actually use it, I'll put it up. I paid for the phone service for the year, and I haven't even heard. Nietzch hasn't even complained about it, so that means he hasn't called either.
That's true. I'm surprised he didn't call with this one.
I don't think he likes us anymore. I don't blame him. I wouldn't like us either. So, all right, we did this. We did a short ceremony on Scott Hall. You all know who he is. You can go to his Wikipedia, and
so I have to
he's not with us anymore. So
I knew I should have got an extra bag.
All right, now there is the picture of the day, best trailer, the Platinum Award, because really is.
Who do you think you are, Kid Rock? I'm going platinum.
Well, I have a platinum and a gold. Now this is the fun part. I tried an experiment with Royal Wolf. Now I did it for Trash Talking, or for the Vital Idol, and that won their top award. And then, oops, let's see here, went the wrong way. Okay, Love is Love got the gold. That's the second place. Okay, but check this out. This is the best, because I tried an experiment this time.
Uh-oh.
Wait, where's the other one? There's another picture. Wait, no. Wait a minute. Where's the LGB? Oh, I did this twice. This one had two awards for the video. The second was the LGBT award.
Nice.
So not only did we win music award for this video, we won an LGBTQ award.
Cool.
Now, and explain, I guess, to people like dummies like me, what is the letters that you just,
LGBTQ? It's the alphabet.
LGBTQ is laser, binary. No, not binary, because that would be too close to what it really is.
Greenback.
No, it starts with a B.
LGBT.
Oh yeah,
Greenback.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a racist remark. Wait, no, it isn't. Okay, Greenback.
Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the G and the B. GB, T, Tom, and Q.
Quicksilver.
So that's it, and then the plus is just it's
etc.
It's just the plus. It's like a plus sign.
I really don't know.
No, I'm serious. I don't
really
know.
Don't know?
No, I don't.
Lesbian,
I'm sorry.
Lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer.
Okay.
Or questioning. It could be queer or questioning, and then plus is plus.
Okay.
Plus is actually minus, but they use plus.
Yeah. All right. I mean, well, no. I mean, I'm familiar.
That's for
with
you
those,
straight people.
I'm familiar with those terms. I'm sorry, I did not.
I'm really surprised you didn't know what that is.
I mean, I knew.
So
it's one of those things where, yes, I'm familiar with the video and stuff like that, and I know what it's all about. But I didn't know they technically had a category.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big
like all that.
Yeah.
Let me show you something. This is kind of fun. This is the.
That's why I'm saying I didn't know.
These are the ones I'm currently enrolled in. There's 63 of them.
Right.
And in here, they actually have down here. Where's that? Here it is. LGBTQ Los Angeles Film Festival. That one. That's all about the LGBTQ. They also have. Like Q-Flicks, or here, Real Affirmations, Washington, D.C., that's LGBTQ.
Mm-hmm.
Q-Flicks.
So it's like you have, like, I don't want to sound like a racist, but you have, like, black followers with Black Lives Matter.
Right.
You have all those. A lot of the gays, the lesbians, and all those, a lot of those will follow your LGBTQ.
Right.
Well, and
that kind of
Q-Flicks Philadelphia.
So it's like similar, like they what is it, February or something? They give it the Black History Month or something
that's
like
February.
that. And then it's eventually we're probably going to get into that 1 month for those people. Or
there is. That's Pride. That's May.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean,
so
but these are the ones that are specific to LGBTQ. Philadelphia has one, Pittsburgh has one, Seattle has one, New York has one.
Just still want you to check your phone, but don't say it out loud.
But
or online, excuse
me. Some of these film festivals have a category for that: best LGBTQ plus film or short. And I put it in. That's what I put my music video in. I put it in as a short film, and we won. Now I did that in a couple places. Some of them, like Hollywood Short Fest, they denied my entry. So, oh no, that was the best music video. That's not it. Oh, that was also the best director. They didn't agree with that, so they disqualified me from that. So they didn't think I was a good director.
Was it? I mean, when they say that it, is it they disagree with the personal video, or do they disagree with like the type of video it is?
No, but I'll explain it to you because it's actually I figured it all out. So here's how it works. There's several categories with these, and here are the categories. When you enter, you get in consideration, and you're inconsiderate. In consideration, that's your submission. They're all in consideration. So once they change, it'll start out as undecided. When I put something in there, at first glance, it's undecided till they look at it. Sometimes it's incomplete. Well, then they tell you this is incomplete, so you got to go back and fix it. I don't have to fix mine because I know mine are complete because I've entered a couple and they were complete. You can withdraw it. If you decide you don't want in it anymore, you can withdraw it. You just lose your money. Now, when they change it, it'll start out as undecided. Then you're either not selected, which means you don't even get played, or you're selected, which means they haven't decided, or you're just going to be included in the festival. Because some of these rent out these big theaters, and they have a whole weekend that you can watch these movies back to back. And so they have, they have one coming up in, I think it's New York, that they have 6 theaters. They're going to be playing these things, and you can go to whichever theater you want and watch all the contestants.
And you're saying that some of these theaters are probably going to will be probably playing the
Yes.
Love Is Love?
Yes. Oh yeah, and Vital Idol.
Okay.
And that's the ones that are exciting. So I guess I'm going to do this now instead of in a while because we got on this topic.
Yeah,
but that's okay because this is kind of cool because I want to talk about it anyway. Okay, so the next thing is you can be selected. Selected means you haven't won an award yet. You might still win an award because a lot of them I've had were selected, then they changed it. But
How
selected,
dare they change it
well,
on you? I'll tell you.
selected is better than
Yeah.
than not selected.
Yeah.
Not selected means it's not going to be played in their forum. So so selected. Then you have the next one is these I just found out about, honorable mention. So you're going to be played, but you didn't win anything. A nominee, you're going to be played, but you didn't win anything. Quarterfinalist. Well, it's that's what it is. Semifinalist. I won a couple semifinalists. Finalist. I won a bunch of finalists. And then there's award winner. Now, award winner, I've seen some of the award winners go into categories. Platinum is the top, the absolute top. I got a couple of them.
Right.
They got platinum. They've got I got all of them. They got what was the one that
Gold.
Yeah, gold.
You say gold?
Yeah, gold.
And then
like this
silver.
one here. And then I think the other one's silver. I haven't won any silvers. So, but that, and then if you get the top, which is platinum, you get these little certificates, gold and silver. Or if they don't have gold and silver, they just have award winner. So
now we going to frame all these and put them on a wall, or what are we
I
going to do
haven't
with them?
decided how to do that because this is really exciting because I've never won anything in my life. And other than championships, I've won the trash talking.
I would. I mean, if I think this is very exciting. That I would, if not not frame them or whatever, but at least put them on a wall.
Well, here's the stats. The Vital Idol, that's my TV trailer, has won 7 awards, plus 2 finalists, plus 1 semifinalist. They were not selected for one event so far, and we're one selected. So this could be changed at any time to something else. I've actually seen the finalist change to award winner. Now, Love is Love, I've entered into more things with Love is Love than with the trailer because there were more places to go, and plus I can do the LGBT, and so that's kind of exciting. But I've got one semifinalist for Love is Love. I've got 4 finalists for Love is Love and 6 awards. So we're talking about
when they say like it says 27 undecided. Does that mean they haven't really decided what they're going to do with it yet?
What that means is if you take a look at this, okay, projects. Undecided is, just they haven't been looked at yet.
Okay.
So that's
not necessarily a bad thing when it's just not undecided. It's just they haven't.
There are 2 that are finishing today. One is Phoenix Shorts is finishing. Today's the 15th, right?
Yes.
The Phoenix Shorts is finishing today. That we're the semifinalists there, and the other one that's finishing today is Art House of Beverly Hills. I have not heard anything from them. I got undecideds on those, and I don't know. Sometimes they tell me the next day that this is an award winner or this is, but I know that it's. Well, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that one. I expected to hear something about that. And wait. Also, Washington D.C. The Real Affirmations. Oh no, that's August.
So generally, when you're saying when it comes to semi-finalists, you hear something either way that you're in the running for something, or that you're going to go to the quarterfinal. Actually final. Excuse me.
I've seen them change them at the last minute. Yes. So this is kind of fun, and it's expensive. It's costing me a lot of money, but the idea of this is that hopefully this will lead me to the right people. Here's some more finalist, award winner, finalist, award winner, award winner, finalist, award winner. So this is going to, I asked them, can you put me in contact with people in this business that could actually help me? And they said, well, we're doing it through Twitter. So a lot of these things, like I'll show you my Twitter. It's kind of fun. This is my Twitter. And this is, if you take a look at my notifications here, I make this bigger so we can all see it together.
I don't think I follow him on Twitter.
Well, why not?
That's what I'm saying. I should, because I just was like, I follow you on Facebook. I don't follow you on Twitter. And
I usually post everything
more on
the same.
Facebook.
I say about the same. But I do it because on Film Fest, they give you an option to post your winnings, and I post it to Twitter and Facebook. So it's usually the same post. But anyway, here you can see Minefield. They're an IMDb qualifier. By the way, I won a couple that are IMDb available that I can put on my resume. I can put on my IMDb. I won this, and I'm going to put them on there too. So yeah. So if I look at these, this is cult movies, which I entered Love is Love in all categories. They had a bunch of categories. Some of them are LGBT, some are just best director, best whatever. Then I have this one here, which I'm not going to enter. So if you're listening, don't take it personal, but I'm not going to enter the Crimson Horizon because they're like in, I don't know, China or something like that. And I'm now being a little pickier about who I'm doing. Minefield, I think. And some of these you got to be careful because they're monthly. Some of these are bi-monthly. The ones I want are yearly. So next year I'm going to change my strategy. I've got a different strategy, and the reason I can't do them now is I missed the deadlines for these. You've heard of Sundance?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a bunch of top tier ones, and they are the ones I'm going to concentrate on next year. I'm going to go with the Sundances. I'm going to go with there's a couple other ones. Tribeca is one that's a big one. Those are the ones I'm going to concentrate on next year because they're going to have the big directors. And if I happen to take an award on one of those big ones, that's a big one. These are a lot smaller, but I'm still winning awards, and I think that that's a good sign. I think before I enter Love is Love to the big ones, I'm going to remix the soundtrack. because it's just at the very beginning. It's just not as professional as I want it to be. So anyway, that's that. Anyway, what I'm basically telling you is that the film festival is turning out to be a pretty good thing for me, at least so far. But I'll tell you, I wake up and they usually post it at like 4:30 in the morning. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I always check my email, or check my Twitter and my email to make sure, see if anything has changed. And like regularly, people, I've seen them change. You've seen how many awards I've won. Well, I've really won an award. If you look at what I've entered versus what I've won, I'm going to tell you right now. For Vital Idol, I've won 92%. Love is Love, 75. Now, keep in mind that 75 sounds not as good, like a C, but with that, there's a lot more submissions there. We're talking about submitting multiple times in the same competition. LGBT and music video. One I submitted director and all that kind of stuff. And just seeing if I can just get the thing to kick up. So Love is Love is going to have more negatives because I've entered it more times. So, but I think it's great. According to this, overall, with 63 submissions, 23 are selections. Now, 63 submissions, the majority of them haven't hit yet, so you can't count them yet. But I've got 2 selects, 13 award winners, 6 finalists, and 2 semifinalists, which is not bad when you add that all together. Right. Some people get 0. And I think it's really good, and it's an attestament of the fact that there is a market. And I am seeing, like, that's the other thing I want to show you. So here we are looking at the things that people that like my tweets and stuff, and a lot of them are in the business. And then you look here, and this guy here, for instance. Okay, not him. There's one of these guys in here that is a director. This one here is someone in the business. He's an actor. This one, and he followed me. And so I'm getting a lot more follows. I'm getting a lot more people following me because of this. And
do you think they're just following you on there, or just following you like on the radio show?
No, those are people that are specific. Those people, that Cal and this other guy that Lynn Elliott, are all people that are in film festival. Somehow related to a film festival. And you can tell because you look here, this says Paul liked your tweet, and then that's a tweet about Love is Love and Vital Idol. So, like, nobody really, I see people tweeting me from the show occasionally, but this is a lot of people tweeting.
Okay.
Like a lot. And I have relationships now with some of the film festivals, and Trish is making a spreadsheet for me that we'll be able to figure out which ones we're going to target. Because some I'm not going to go back to, like some that the ones that said not decided, or that said that we weren't going to be part of their thing, we're not going to enter their thing again. So they just shut their own, not selected. All the people that said not selected, we're not going to select them next time. Because they obviously don't know that people are liking this. I wasn't sure, because when you put in something out like this, you aren't really sure how people are going to react to it. You like it, but some people like green peppers. I don't like green peppers. I would have not selected a green pepper. So,
right?
It's not for everybody. You look like you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Because I'm going to tell you my story.
Tell me your story.
My exciting news.
That's my story,
and nobody knows it but me.
Okay.
And I told you had to wait on the show.
Is she going to tell us, or is she just going to tease us?
She's going to tease you.
Okay.
You know that's what she does.
I'm so excited for this, and I think you will be too.
Okay.
So, obviously, I had to work today. I was coming back coming back from my break.
Okay.
And
You saw Santa Claus.
No, putting my stuff, putting my plate where it's supposed to go, and I hear this, hey, and I look around, and there was these 2 ladies sitting at a table, right next to where I was, and they're like, "I like your shirt."
Oh, pride shirt. Okay, yeah, that's a nice shirt.
So I then assumed that these 2 ladies were together. And they, they're like, that's nice that Panera can kind of promote this. And I said, well, I got this, last year. This is on a shirt. I said, they come out with new shirts each year.
Right.
And they were all excited. And now I got a quick question in the story. Where do you think they are from?
Ireland.
I'm going to guess.
I'll give you this.
It's
in the United States.
I was going to say New York.
Okay, New York. Do you want to redo your guess?
Los Angeles.
What do you think?
Poland.
That's not in the U.S.
There's a Poland,
Pennsylvania. She's probably going to say it's obviously maybe a thing in Pennsylvania.
I'm going to say Hollywood.
Hollywood? Would you believe me if I told you they were from San Diego? Or not San Diego, South Dakota?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And so then...
I've not entered anything in South Dakota so far.
We were just talking about it like a little bit, and I said, love is love.
Okay.
And that reminded me of your music video.
Okay.
And I showed them your music video, and they loved it.
Did they love it, or did they love it?
They loved it.
They loved it.
They loved the love?
The one...
Is love?
The one lady, she was kind of sitting there,
I
bobbing
think it's
to
one
it.
of our best... I mean, really, honestly, when Ken played that for me the first time, I said, this is so far out of our wheelhouse. So different than everything else we've done. But a lot of our songs I'd say that about. But when I heard it, I thought, this is so different. And I'm thinking...
Well, you don't have to worry about her no more. Here she is.
I just didn't know how to take it. But once we started working on it and we added the vocals to it, I said, oh my gosh, this is such a good song.
Mm-hmm.
It's so, and it's captivating. And that's why I think it's picking up steam, because it represents just about everybody.
Oh, yeah. And I think, I like you said, I think it, it represents every kind of gender,
right,
to a degree of whatever they want to,
One of the things I started, one of the categories that opened up is social justice, and I'm going to start putting it in for that too.
Nice.
I mean, it's sort of like a saying that love comes in every form.
That's exactly. That's what it is.
And I mean, instead of saying that, it's love is love.
I have a disabled person in there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It comes in every
The only thing
form.
I didn't put in there that I want, there's one small
You
edit.
didn't put any doggies or
no,
puppies?
well, there is a puppy at the end.
Okay.
But there is one that I wanted to do, and I forgot to do it before I entered it. I wanted to take out. There's one scene where there's the couple's in there twice with the disabled child.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take one of those out, and I want to replace it with a fat couple, because there's a lot of discrimination against fat people.
Shut up.
And I'd really like it if I could find an interracial fat couple, or
I was going to say we can actually be in the video, honey, if we wanted to.
No, well, I already have.
I
already have the images. I already have the video.
Okay.
I already have the footage. But I'd like either. I have this one.
I'm surprised she's not behind the monitor anymore. I mean, come on now.
Hey,
how many years did it take you to get her out of the monitor?
About as many as it took to get me out of the closet.
But I did tell them that it won quite a few awards as well, and they were like, "That's amazing."
I just think it's one of our best things that we've done, and I really wish Ken were around to see it. Because I really, it hurts me knowing
I
that
believe,
he doesn't.
I mean, in my opinion and everything, I believe in spirit he actually is, and I actually, believe that he's probably the angel on your shoulder at this point, showing you and guiding you still of what to do.
I can honestly tell you that is not true, because Ken is a tightwad, and I had to catch all the moths that came out of his wallet.
His wallet. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
I love Ken, and I would have done anything.
Anne's in the thing. She says Ashley deserves some extra points.
No, she doesn't.
But this morning when I put this shirt on, did I ever think that was going to happen? No.
You wanted to know when your sister's in, she's in.
That's why I said it too.
I know, I'm just saying. I know.
But it was nice. It was nice.
Well, I'll tell you, like I said, I'm really proud of it, and I think that I got pride. See.
Yeah. I'm proud of it too for you, and that's why I said something and I showed it to him. And
I am glad that people got it. There are people that understand what that's about. And it's funny because people ask me, "Can I see it? Can I see the video?" And I just keep posting the links for them because they keep. But I put them both on YouTube now, so the one was on YouTube.
And that's where I went.
Yeah, I mean it's. What a freaking.
Because I knew that's where I had it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm really enjoying the traction it's getting because I think it's, boy, if I couldn't give Ken a better send off than this.
Right.
I couldn't. It makes me sad that he's not here to enjoy it, and I can't say to him, "I told you so."
Right.
Well, you can.
Because there's lots of things that, like Ken and I, we've been together, and we've like I tried to get him to upgrade the computer when we were doing Apple. I said, "Look, we got to upgrade this stuff. We can't do as much as we should have done." And eventually he did upgrade, and then he'd upgrade. Then I asked him to upgrade again in the mid-90s, and it was like pulling teeth to get him to do that.
Right.
And then we upgraded. We had this great system going. The system you guys saw is the third or fourth generation. And then we were just about to upgrade again, and I had bought the computers, and then he died. And he never even got to see the computers that I bought. So I'm really sad that he's not able to enjoy it, but...
Well, Ann said it right. He is enjoying it, and you can and do say it to him.
Yes.
All I can say
agree
is,
with you, Ann.
if he is enjoying it,
agree.
it pisses me off even more because I'm doing all the work now, and he's doing no work.
But yeah, they said to me.
Well, he's sitting back for the free ride like you did.
There you go.
I never had a free ride because I mean, granted, he did a lot of things that I couldn't do, but I did a lot of things he couldn't do too.
Yeah, the ladies were like, "Well, we saw you running around, and we wanted to get to talk to you," and just, yeah.
Well,
I like how your sister basically gives the females the points in the room, and we get forgotten about this.
She's smart.
Women united.
She's smart.
Exactly.
My sister is smart. I wish I could say beyond her years, but I can't say that.
Yeah, because you're older than her.
Yes. Just barely.
Believe it or not, Sunday I think is the first time I'll actually meet her for the first time.
She's a good girl. She's a good woman, and I appreciate her more than she would realize.
Now, did
I should
you
get
like
points.
that story?
Are you going to give me zeros now? Damn it. All right, so there we go with Scott Hall. There we go with the story, and I appreciate that you're out there pushing the stuff, and I just think that there's lots of things lots of music that we can do this with, because I don't want to put any more songs till this year. I'm not going to change songs till next year, because there's a lot more things to come. But I'm real happy that it's doing as well as it is, and it makes me feel like all those years with him, the 35, whatever it was, 37 years, was for a reason.
Yeah.
And he was a brilliant musician, and I love him to death. I mean, I shouldn't say to death since he's dead. I loved him, and more than I can ever even tell you, because he was the kind of friend that we never said we loved each other.
But you did.
But he had your back.
We never even
had
thought
his.
about. We would have never. We were too manly. I mean, kind of like that's probably what it was. We just never thought about it. We just worked together for so long, and we just knew each other. We knew what each other could do, and there were only 2 songs that I didn't write lyrics to that I ended up shuffling to the end, because I just said I can't figure out what I'm going to do with this song, and now I'm going to have to finish him because he's gone. I'm going to have to finish him, and I'm thinking I'm going to write the one specific to him, because
in my opinion, you do have the talent for that, Mike. You do.
I've written songs ever since I was in 8th grade.
I was thinking so I was close.
When I was the only time I ever got, I was a good kid. I didn't, and I think my sister would attest to this. I never did anything wrong. I didn't drink. I didn't do smoke. Seriously, back then I did not drink. I did not do smoke. I did not. I never even swore. Never did any of that. The one thing I did wrong that I got in trouble for and had to go to detention for was rewriting songs in music class. I remember Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog. I rewrote that one. And
for what?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh, geez.
And there were a couple other ones too that I got caught. Anyway, I'd hand them out, and everybody.
So much for being a good kid.
I would hand them out to all the people in the class, and people would all sing my lyrics, and then the teacher got the lyrics, and I got turned in and taken down to the pokey. The po-po came for me. So, but that's the only thing I ever did to get in trouble. So, all right. I went to see Batman.
Yeah,
yes.
I heard.
Did you like it?
I did. I will tell you this. This Batman.
So-called taking two friends with you to go along.
I told her. I told her.
Wait a minute. You didn't tell me that.
No. I did.
When I was half asleep during the sleeping?
Mr. Goody Two Shoes?
That was me. That was me. I wanted to be a good guy.
When did you tell me?
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And what were we doing Saturday? Nothing.
I don't remember.
Nothing.
I think you were going to sleep.
It was cold out though.
Oh.
But you were, because I was like...
Oh, that's right. That was the day that it snowed and someone wouldn't get out of the house when I said, would you like to go to me this? No, it's too cold. I don't feel like coming out of the house. That's why. Yeah. Okay.
See, I am telling the truth, according to...
Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
And I was supposedly, from her eyes, the good child.
The golden child?
I guess that could be true, because... Now that I'm finding out all the things that I would have thought she was the good kid, but I found out some things she did. No wonder I was a good kid.
Mm-hmm.
My two brothers and her, she cornered the market on bad. There's the golden boy. You said it. Anyway, and I'm still the golden boy because
I'm looking for the shit to rise.
I'm still the golden boy. And I'll tell you why in a while.
Pinocchio.
I'll tell you after the Batman story. How about that? I'll tell you why I'm the good
Now
boy.
he's going to ruin it for us.
All right.
Just don't listen.
So Batman.
Okay, wait a minute.
I started talking about Batman last week, and I asked you guys which Batman you liked.
That was our assignment.
And
I remember
all
that.
of you guys said the same thing. I think
the good ones. We didn't like the dark Batman.
Right.
We liked the other.
And I told you that that the real Batman, the one in the comic books, was the dark Batman.
Mm-hmm.
This one is dark.
Okay.
Real dark. And but when I'm thinking of all the Batman what are you doing?
He doesn't want to hear about the movie.
He probably just noticed. What the hell?
I was waiting for you to pull your hands off, and I was thinking, what's he doing? I'm not giving any spoilers away.
That's what I'm saying.
I will tell you that Batman lives.
So he is paying attention then. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so this was a good movie, but it was really, really dark. Now, my Batman in my order, the Christopher Nolan 3 Batman that were early 2000s is my favorite. My second favorite is Ben Affleck. He actually turned out to be phenomenal in Batman. I didn't think he would be. I thought he'd be namby-pamby, but he turned out to be actually. If it weren't for the Christopher Nolan one, I would give him number 1. And they're a close one. They're real close because I really like the Batman versus Superman movie. But he's a second. But the first Christopher Nolan made number 1. I'll give him the third because the other Batman are more cartoons. This was the real Batman. And in fact, it was really cool when people shot him, the third Batman. The bullets bounced off and it was really kind of cool. His armor was he had the best suit. The new Batman had the best suit, I think. But the best Batman was still the Christopher Nolan one. And second is Affleck. Affleck, I got to give it to him, man. He did a good job of being Batman. So, let's hear your best on Batman. Go ahead. Got to be low. I know you can't get too low, but go ahead.
I'm Batman.
Not bad, not bad. Let's hear your Batman.
Batman.
Okay, a little creative. Okay, go ahead.
Deep.
Wait,
dark.
that was going to take that as the best one. You went and broke up. You broke character. The is a good. It's a good one. That's like the third Batman. Go ahead, without laughing. Oh, you lost it.
Right. Look, never mind.
Batman does not laugh. So
He's serious, and he goes.
that's good. That's good. That was good.
Batman.
That was that. I like that. I liked her Batman.
Hey, Ashley, just go.
I'm Batman.
That would be too overdriven. But still, I think we all did well. We did good for Batman. Okay, chat room. I want you all on 3 to say I'm Batman. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Batman.
She's typing it in the chat.
All right. But anyway,
didn't say how.
anyway, if you are into those type of movies and you don't mind the dark Batman, you'll like this. I thought it was good. Some of the effects were really cool. Oh, the Batman's car in this one may have been it's still third, because the other two Batman had pretty good cars. But he has a motorcycle, too.
But none of them had a Tesla.
No, I thought that's the only way it would be better is if Batman drove a Tesla. But this one's car was really cool because the motor was in the back.
Was it like an Aptera?
No, this is still gas.
Okay.
So, all right.
He loses points for gas. Me, I gain points for gas.
Well, I'm sure you have a lot of points then. What was that for? I forget what that is. What was this? Oh.
Like this? Wait a minute.
What?
It's something I sent to him earlier today. It says, I fart because it's the only gas I can afford.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, while we're on this page, I'm going to do something. This is specifically for Anne, and I have a couple other ones for Anne, but I think she'll appreciate this more than anybody. Okay. Need you to look up what date was World War I. Need you to look up what date was World War II. I need you to look up when did the Ukraine war start.
Okay.
What date?
Yes.
I got it.
Everybody else?
Is this what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't think that's the right date.
I have my date.
Might be the right date. Do you have yours? Maybe I should have gone the other way. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy
all right.
Cow. That was a long time.
All right. Now, what date do you have?
July 28th, 1914.
You?
I have September 1st, 1939 to September.
Nope, just the first part.
Oh.
And you?
February 20th, 2014.
I don't think that's right.
Where Russian military intervention in Ukraine start date.
Throw things off if it's wrong. I gotta check something. I want you to... Okay. Here's what I need you to do.
Yeah, the conception that the war started is like viewing the invasion by the U.S.
This may screw it up. Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take 7 plus 28 plus 19 plus 14. I want you to take 9 plus 1 plus 19 plus 39.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I know. I need my
I need
numbers.
you to take 2 plus 24, or 20, what is it? 24? Is that what you said?
20.
20 plus 20 plus 14.
All right, 9 plus 1 plus...
This is right. Hope this works. That's not the number I had of that window. Okay.
9 plus 1 plus...
Whatever your date is. 19 plus 39.
Okay, wait a minute. Like that?
That's not the number you're supposed to get.
I got 68.
Okay.
I got 49. Wait a
you
minute.
got
That's
49
wrong.
when
Wait a
you're
minute,
not-
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Jeez, hold on.
Let's just bring it up.
Got the same date, 49.
No, you don't have 1 plus 9 plus 19 plus 39 equals 68.
Oh, wow.
1
Well, see, I don't have the right...
See, I have that date.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. I looked these dates up, and that was...
Well, this one is Russian military.
Well, don't look at that. No, I want the date that this is...
Yeah, okay, February 24th, 2022.
Okay, and your number comes out to...
Well, 9 plus 1 is 10. Yeah, no. 9 plus 1 is 10.
Plus
19
plus 39 is 68.
There we go.
Got 68. What's your number?
68.
What's your number?
68.
What about that? Does that blow your mind?
Yes.
I don't know what it means, but I just thought you would like that.
It means wars are a bad thing. At least it wasn't 666.
Well, that's true, but I just thought you'd like that. I thought that was pretty interesting. It was kind of blew my mind when I saw it, too.
Yeah, World War I, World War II, and the... Yeah, because I think this is Russian
All right, put
Ukraine.
invasion of Ukraine in there, and it'll give you the right date.
I just think it's amazing. I didn't realize how
If you scroll
long it
down,
lasted.
It'll tell you...
Yeah, right here.
What
Well,
date.
that even says Russia began a full-scale invasion on February 24th, 2022.
Yeah, 24th. That's what I had.
Yeah.
You had 20th. That's why your number...
Well, that's appears when I Googled
Well, you
it
need
the
to
other way.
listen to the words that come out of my mouth.
I like Mary's answer. It just means we're screwed.
I think it's weird. 68 is kind of a weird number that they all would come up with. I thought that was really
I think
bizarre.
I'm amazing that it lasted the World War II lasted 6 years. Holy cow! I mean,
back then it was a lot less sophisticated. So I just found that interesting and thought you might find that interesting. Since my sister's here, I'm going to do the other sister stories. Let me do these, then we'll go back to entertainment. You know, one thing, daylight savings time started this week.
Mm-hmm.
Did that mess you up?
Nope.
Did it mess you up?
Nope. Did it mess you up?
Nothing messes me up.
Yeah, right.
Other than I haven't slept.
See? That means it messed you up.
Messed me up. Anyway, well, the nice thing about that, do you like daylight savings time?
Yes.
Do you like daylight savings time?
I like it better. I like it, yes, because it's summer when it's daylight savings time.
Okay. That's kind of okay. It's a different answer. Okay, what do you like?
I like it that it's not dark as early, so I'm not getting home in the dark.
Okay, let me ask you this question then. Would you like it if it didn't happen?
As long as it doesn't get dark too late.
It would stay the same as what it was, which means you'd be getting home at dark.
Congress is going to make daylight savings time permanent. Which means, what this means to me and my sister, not to me, because I don't buck the system. She never changed her clocks. She said, you guys are on your own time.
So basically,
what
we're saying is instead of losing the hour or gaining the hour, they're gone.
It's going to be the same
all
year round.
That means I'll have to show you how to change your car.
You don't have to change
my car.
You don't have to change it ever again.
I changed your car.
You don't have to change it ever again if they approve this.
Oh,
So,
Mike, by the way, if you ever want to, make an excuse for someone to take your car.
For someone to what?
Yeah, someone to take your car.
Oh.
And like it's, imagine this, okay? My car's all cleaned off, nice and nice. Someone all weekend didn't go out and used her car. She goes to me, well, if you back too far out, I can always, when I can't get out, I'll take your car.
Okay.
I'll take his car and go to work.
Now listen, wait a minute.
That sounds like a winner.
I go to work early.
Okay. She goes out, okay, not within 5 seconds of going out there, because I heard the door slam. She goes, I can't get out, I'm taking your car.
I couldn't.
Just an excuse to take your car. Just an excuse to take your car.
If she would have taken her car Okay. Now, granted,
Okay.
again, there's snow and everything on there. She would have clipped my car, the back end of my car.
In the terms of acting, I'm going to break that fourth wall right now. There are times when Trish would come up to me and say, "Can I borrow your Prius?" I'd say, "Why?" "I want to go up to my family today, and
your car's easier on gas."
And it's like, so?
Well,
she would try that. She'd give me that smile and try to make me. And
The
occasionally I gave it
the
in.
The puppy dog eyes work
but eventually
too.
I stopped because I said, "No,
Well,
you got your own car."
That didn't bother me. You take my car, we can
But
exchange
you're
it.
her
Let's have-
boyfriend.
But the, right,
just
and
a
that's
guy
what I'm
in the
saying. It
streets.
doesn't bother me. But the thing with it is, my point I'm trying to make is that if your car is covered with snow,
She didn't want to clean it off.
I get up at a certain time.
Well, congratulations, extra zero.
Don't you basically would say to me, by the way, you have to get up early, so you have to clean off my car?
I would say.
Well, you could have cleaned it off
I
for
would
me
say-
while you were cleaning your own.
I would say she gets extra zeros for that because I
Thank
think
you.
it's creativity. You get something for that.
Yeah, and make me
and
late
better
for work.
you,
And make me wait for work.
and better you than me.
I'm just glad I wasn't there because she'd probably get me up. You got to clean off my car. Or if it was a morning that I had to go to work early, if you want to go to work early, you need to clean off my car.
Well, yeah, I would have done that.
Gotta do your
See?
job.
This is the advantage of taking advantage of the boyfriend.
You're not
or daughter.
You're not going to get those extra points, Mike. So
Yeah, I know.
I
know,
give it to
Mary,
her because
I know.
she has creativity.
I know,
more to
I know,
life.
Mary, but it's like
But it
that's.
was too
I guess
cold.
the,
I didn't
you
want
know,
to stand out there and freeze.
There's more to life than being right. Sometimes it's just
Imagine waiting at the
creativity.
bus stop, Mother. What would you have to do at the? You said this was Saturday.
No, this was yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, yesterday.
All right,
My
here's
car sat all weekend and with all that snow
Yeah.
that
Okay.
was
Well,
Oh,
Saturday
you
I had an
never
hour
cleaned
and
it
a 15-minute layover sitting in that weather.
Oh, here's the next one. Did you know that marijuana legalization talks move forward in PA?
Yes, I did.
So now, not only will it be legal for medical marijuana, but for recreational marijuana. And actually, honestly, even though I'm not a pothead, I agree with this because it's not alcohol. And people
But the thing,
get,
and you know, they and I'm just assuming and guessing, and I hope I don't make an ass out of myself. Basically, they're still going to have, even though they make it legal,
yeah.
they are still going to have you pay and pay for a doctor
Well, of course they
to
are.
do it once a year. So it's not like you as not, or she as a non, just go into a,
But the thing is, it's they're going to make between $400 million to $1 billion a year just in taxing it.
Yeah.
They're going to make a ton of money. Why wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't they? Because nobody got hurt. This experimental thing with the medical marijuana has been so successful that they realize, okay, nobody's getting hurt, nobody's getting drunk driving, so let's go for the gambit and let's get more of their money. $1 billion more.
Yeah. They're still going to make you have a marijuana card,
Of course.
and pay for it every year.
Of course. They charge $250.
It's just
For
that
me to
those
get
people
mine.
who don't have it right now,
Yeah.
they'll be basically one of those, and put it in the terms of lick it and stick it on when they.
But the thing
it'll be
is,
easier to get.
yes, that's the thing I think is really cool because that means I won't have to see a doctor. So I'm going to save $250.
No, you will still.
Why would I have to see
You will still have to. They will make you.
Let's find out what it says here.
Well,
I didn't read the article, so
I believe they still will make you see a doctor once a year and pay that fee.
I hope not. I'd love to see that fee go away because that
Well,
fee,
$170, sure. I'd like to see it.
$170. I'd love to pay that. I paid $250.
That's what I paid my first year, Michael.
Well, I paid $250. What? This is my third year now. I mean, I don't use it that much. I don't use it. I use it like I start to get.
Trish will verify that the woman on the phone said $175. $170
That's pretty good. That's
to renew my
They've been
marijuana
charging
card.
me $250 every year. And you know,
she's got something.
It looks like a rawhide, maybe. Hey, what do you got? Paper? Oh man.
And then basically all I have to do,
give her a rawhide exchange for it.
I mean, basically all I have to do is, like I said, go through and it was basically, if I was on the phone 30 seconds to a minute with this doctor last year, I mean, it was like one of those, you know, do you have this? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have that? Yes. And
Right.
then she was like, okay, and then it took her longer to explain generally how it worked. Like, okay, this is what you do when you... And it was like, then that's basically what it was. It took her longer to explain how, you know, the process worked and all that than, you know, basically asking me the questions and stuff like that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, they know me there, and they...
Ow! You know, you can't get by. That's banging my kneecap.
We talked about bi already.
Yeah, I know.
We're done with that subject.
Okay. But... you know, it's one of. I mean, like I said, I like I said, I don't think I'm, as they would say, full-blooded, you know, pothead, but it has helped several times and several occasions. And
well, I still am searching for the perfect elixir for my pain, but I'm better. I've been really a lot.
Answer your question. According to ShareCare, often, if you treat the injury or condition causing your pain,
there you go.
pain will go away.
Oh, well, I never knew that.
Said a broken bone will give you
Huh? She's answered all my questions. That's good.
No,
Alexa.
my pain's still here.
Alexa, off. Don't interject until I tell you to. All right. So anyway, that's the other thing that I thought was kind of cool, was that they're going to do that and they're going to open it up and more people will be able to buy the stuff. And I always thought that, even when I was a kid, I always thought that even though I didn't partake, I didn't
just
think
want to know when it's going to be, if they make it legal.
Yeah.
Are you still going to have to, I mean, are you always going to have to buy it from a dispensary? And
I would imagine. Yeah, I mean it's not going to be. You're not going to be able to do it yourself. You probably won't. I mean, they allow you to make your own up to a certain amount. I don't remember what it was, but you're not allowed to buy it.
I think with the card, you're allowed to carry an ounce of weed on you without them actually saying, "Why do you have that?" or "Why do you have more than an ounce?"
Right.
Because I guess that's what I was told, that if I was driving and I have a marijuana card and I'm smoking it, I don't think technically the cop could stop me because I'm illegally smoking it and ask me what's going on. But if he sees that I have more than an ounce there, or whatever, like 50 joints or something like that I'm at one time.
And if you had a lot of money in your pocket,
right? He's thinking I'm selling them and or whatever, not using them, but
they want the state to get that money because they don't get taxed. They don't get tax money off of anyone else.
It's one of those things where
But the thing is, when you buy it from the state, you know it's going to be legit. You know it's not going to be mixed with something.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be, it's a lot better deal because we know it's got some kind of standards to live up to. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just happy that I get the stuff that I get and that lozenger thing that I told you about.
I hope your dog said it's hard, because she just banged on my kneecap several times. So I hope it's hard. I know my kneecap is, but
hi, sweet
I
girl.
see.
I hope she's hard. See, she did.
She's a tough dog.
Yeah.
Actually, I made her bark the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was
She
playing.
actually barked?
I was playing. I barked one time, but we were playing, and I was kind of making her mad, and she barked out, and I was like, "Oh, you do bark." I did see her bark when she was in the pokey, but she was very little barking. But since she's been here, she has not barked. And I've also made her growl when we were playing, so I have pushed her a little bit.
Cheyenne.
All right, how about? Let's see. All right, I'm going to continue on my... Where did I put it? Where's my discussion on her? I've got a new girlfriend. She is the love of my life.
Don't say that.
Ashley, you got moved over.
Let's see, where's it at?
Cheyenne.
Where's my
Cheyenne?
I did put
He
it in.
lost you as the love of your life.
All right, I guess I can't. I guess I'll have to do it.
I can't believe you replaced Cheyenne.
Okay.
How can you replace Cheyenne?
Do you know? I think you do know because I've had you look it up. So, what is going on over there? Down, down,
She wants
down.
you.
Do not get up on the keyboard. She has this thing for keyboards. She walks on my keyboard upstairs all the time. And I keep trying to tell her you don't do that. So I'm going to give her this. I think this will take her attention.
That's what she wants. She don't want over to you to. Oh boy.
Because she really likes these things. So this should hopefully distract her for a little while. Here, take that off. Okay, I've asked you all this question, and you all said, I don't really know who she is, but then you looked her up and you said, oh, I do know, most of you know who she is. So I met someone new this weekend, and her name is Allie Grant. Now, Allie Grant was on a small show called Weeds, a small show called Suburgatory, and was on a small show called The
Are you
Goldbergs.
saying physically or just?
Well, she's only 4'9", so she is theoretically.
No, I'm talking about when you say you met her, you physically or just met her on television.
Well, I'm getting there. You're just jumping ahead here, just to slow down the train here. I had a training with her, and I was in a group training with her, and she was training us on acting. One of the better trainings that we've had, and so in the training she had us all write our own monologue. Now, a monologue is when one person is talking to one or many people, or maybe herself. But this monologue was specific that you're supposed to be talking to a single person. Okay?
I talk to a single person all the time myself.
Okay, wait. This is really good. So, everyone in the class bombed. I mean, she had something to say about everybody. You're not doing it right, whatever it is. Then my turn came up. I not only...
Bombed?
No.
You said everybody bombed.
Up to my point.
Oh, okay.
And after my point. She praised me so... I had her crying. I had everyone in the room crying from my acting performance. I'll talk. We'll get there. We'll get there. I chose Pam to talk to.
That'll do it.
And they had no idea what was going on. They didn't. The way I wrote the script, and if you want, I'll pull up the script and you can actually see what the script was. And I did this script from the heart. Nobody was doing it from the heart. They were just kind of reading their script, and some of them kind of acted, but they didn't get the gist of what she was trying to get us to do. So I did this monologue, and I'm going to copy this monologue, and I'm going to put it in my notes for. Okay, and then I'm going to need to put it in here. Okay, so do you want to hear the script? Now, I'm not going to act it like I did. I'm trying to get the video footage to prove what I'm telling you is correct. When we were done with this, there was not a dry eye in the house. And I'm talking about including her. I mean, when I was saying it, and she was crying, and everybody else was crying. And you can imagine, when I read this to you, I'm not going to read it with emotion. I'm just going to let you know what I said, because I'm trying to track down the video. Because I'm going to prove this. Hopefully next week, I'm going to prove what I'm telling you is true. She said, I was like a cross between John Goodman and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Okay.
Those are two big names. Of course, we all know who John Goodman is.
I have one problem. I know who John Goodman is.
I know, but Philip Seymour Hoffman had a lot of really excellent roles. One of them was Twister. He was in Twister. He was the intelligent guy on Twister. Just look it up on here. Anyway, regardless, those are two really, really strong names of people that she thought that I was like. And she could not say enough good stuff. She said it was brilliant. She said,
that guy before.
yeah, he's dead, I think. She said that she said brilliant a couple times. And there was no one else in the whole class that got that. No one got even close to that. She had criticisms about why is Christine calling?
I don't know.
I can't answer it. I can't, because it's not, that computer's not hooked up to the thing. But anyway, she was saying that it was brilliant. She was saying, and Christine was sitting next to me, so she can verify everything I'm telling you. It was just an unbelievable.
So you were cheating on Christine when she was next
in
to
front
you.
of her, yes.
In front of her. That's terrible. I'll tell you, Michael.
But it was just so good. It was just
so good to cheat on her, or what?
Just to hear the positive feedback from a star in that business.
Yeah.
Now, this woman was in the business at 10, and she's now 28. So she has a lot of knowledge, and for her to like this, I can't tell you how happy and proud I felt that this woman that doesn't even know me loved it so much that she just praised me. Christine says, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Well, good. I meant not to answer. But, I mean, how empowering is that of you to get someone that brings that together and tells you that you were brilliant, like I've been an actor forever, you know, like I could do Shakespeare or something. It was so good. I felt great. And so, okay, here's what it said. I can't promise I'm not going to cry, by the way. And
it's okay. We've got.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this subject is the best subject for me to cry on cue because it's real. She wanted it to be real, and it's funny because I got on the phone, or I when it was my turn, I said, "So you really want this to be real, right?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Really real?" I said, "It don't come more real than what I'm about to do." And then I did it, and I said, "Is that what you were looking for?" And I was like crying. I was like, "Is that what you were looking for?" Like she beat me down or something. And she said, "Yes." And then she said, "You were brilliant. I can't believe how good you were." And I was like, you know, because I expected it to be good, and I expected her to criticize the living daylights out of it, but she couldn't say one bad thing about it.
Well, she probably thought since it made you cry and you were doing it.
She was crying before me, and so was everybody else in the room. I mean, even the owner of the company was on the call. I didn't even know she was on the call. And so was my talent agent there, and all these people. And so then they did, at the end of the thing, they said, "Okay, I want you guys to post a takeaway from today and make it pound make Allie cry," which is because I did. I was the only one that made her cry. Anyway, all right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you got everybody ready with their...
I'm good.
Okay. Hi, Pam. It's been a long time since I saw you. You know, it's been 8 years. Seems like even longer. We were together for almost 18 years, and if you were still with me, it'd be 26 years. You made me want to be a better man. I've been talking to you, but I'm not sure that you've heard me. You were my best friend and probably still are. The way you left really hurt me, but I forgive you. Even more importantly, I forgive myself. I didn't want you to go, but it was time. But I really needed to talk to you about something. I've been alone since you left, and it's time for me to move on. Time for me to start living again. Recently, I found someone new. Honestly, I wasn't looking. You'd like her too. She reminds me of you in a lot of ways. Reminds me that I have something to live for. I love her and she makes me smile again. She makes me laugh again. She makes me live again. Pam, I know you said before you left that if you were to go, you would want me to find someone. I just want you to know that I will always love you. And I will always value the time we had together. I'm passing the torch that I carried for you to her. Until we meet again. It's goodbye for now. It worked. I knew, but I didn't need to do anything because I knew that she. But when I did this,
I know. I mean, I never met your wife, but I knew she would from what she's been telling me and stuff like that.
Well, when I did this, I started crying about halfway through it, and it was hard to finish. And the first time I wrote it, I didn't edit this, by the way. This is pretty much how I thought of it through, and when I did it the first time to practice it to try to figure out what I was going to say, I broke down like the second or third line in and cried all the way through. This time, I made it to I think I made it to recently I found somebody new. And then I cried the rest of the way through. And it's like nobody knew her in this group at all. Nobody knew the name of my wife. Nobody knew any of that stuff. And they just, it was a floodgate there. And this is what I was praised on.
Were you like acting this when you did it, or were you
I didn't
just
have to act it.
Well, I mean,
I can tell you, that's the thing. I didn't act it.
Well, I mean, I know.
But you see, you can understand
when you say stuff like that. Obviously, you obviously meant it from the heart and all that. So I understand that. But were you? What I'm asking is like, were you supposed to act whatever you were gonna say?
The answer
or were
to
you
this
just supposed
is
to read it.
Well, no. The answer to this was you were supposed to feel it.
Okay.
You were supposed to. You were like if I said to you, let me say I read it. Let's say I read it this way. Hi Pam, it's been a long time since I saw you.
Right.
You know it's been
you could tell the difference. Yeah, you could tell the difference.
There wasn't the emotion, and a lot of people were like, the people that were doing it, they were acting it, and it wasn't. You couldn't feel the emotion because, see, the one thing she taught me is, acting is not. You're not acting. Like if someone gives me a part to play, say I'm supposed to play you, okay?
Brother.
They don't want you to play you like you. Play you like I would be if I were you.
Right.
And so it's really a little different than the acting that I thought there was. But this is the way I would have done it even if she never taught me anything. Because this one is real close to home. But it made me rethink my acting on other things too.
It's in a sense where you can tell a lot of time when you're in a relationship, when someone is speaking to you, whether like the way you said it or general terms the second time, whether they're really BSing you or they're telling the truth, and that's the difference.
And the thing is, whenever you're talking about acting, you got to paint a picture, and that's what Ken and I do with our music. So I just tried to do that for.
I mean, you can look in someone's eyes and you can tell them right away, or you can tell right away if they're bullshitting you. I mean, like I could turn around and I could say to her or her and say I love you.
Well, okay.
It's the way you say those three words in a sense of.
Now take that script, and now put it next to the Donut Maker script.
Right.
Where I was being energetic. Again. That was not well. I was reading. I read it, but it wasn't reading it. It was just reminders of what I was going to say, and I acted that one happy and determined to win this car.
Right.
So, I think if she had seen that, she would have said the same. She wouldn't have said the same thing. Brilliant. That part really threw me for a loop. I've never been called brilliant in my life except by me. So. But it was awesome, and I'm going to meet her when I go down to Savannah, Georgia, because they're going to bring her in. She said she well, they announced to her, and she learned at the same time that we did that she's coming down to Savannah, because she said, "Oh, I would love to go down there to meet those people." And then the next day they said, "Oh, you're going to have a chance to meet him. He's going to be in Savannah." So it's cool, because that when I go to Savannah, I'm going to actually meet this girl. And I'm amazed. I just think that the woman that got started that young. Oh, the story I wanted to tell you about her. So, Allie is she was 10 when she started acting, and her mother was a single mother, or is a single mother, and lived in Mississippi. Great place to go if you want to act. Not.
Right.
And she said one day to her mother, "I want to go to L.A." Her mother, she's a single mother, she's not making money, packed all their belongings and went to L.A. for her daughter. It was either 10 or 14, I don't remember what. It was something like that. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
My parents wouldn't even take me to school. They wouldn't even pick me up from band camp.
I think sometimes if I would have said to my parents at 10 or 11, hey, I want to do that, they would have said, give me 2 seconds, I'll pack your shit and you can leave.
But the thing is, I mean, when I was 10,
yeah,
I was playing with G.I. Joes or something,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, same here, yeah.
I had no ambition. I knew I wanted to be a singer, but there's absolutely no way I thought that they would take me to L.A. or anywhere, because first off, my dad was a working man and he worked for the steel mill, and he barely had we didn't even have a toilet back then. It's
sort of like in the country and western singers. They always say they're out East Coast, and then the next thing you know, they went packed up with little stuff they had, moved to Nashville, and then that's where they sort of made it. And some of them literally stood on the street and played the guitar, and that's how they got discovered.
If I can get this footage, I'm going to play it next week, and it will tell you. You'll get to hear exactly.
So you're going to make Trish try one more week.
Well, she'll just have to close her ears. Just wait till they hear the end.
I'll just put corks in my ears.
Just wait till I'll say, "Okay, take out the plugs," because now she's.
Well, I won't be able to hear you, so you'll have to go like this.
Well, we can have all kinds of fun when she does that. We can start talking about her and all that kinds of stuff.
Like you don't already.
The bottom line is that. So my takeaways. I can do that. I can bring that up. Oop. All right, let's see here. Maybe.
Why do you think I had so much fun at work with my boss? Who do you think we talk about?
I don't know.
His wife?
No, you.
Oh, God.
Ah.
I think I'm going to quit going to Subway for lunch.
So you said that she wanted to make you feel something, and they didn't know Pam?
No.
But I think through that is what she wanted. She wanted to get to know.
You got it. See, that's what I'm saying, is that she felt what I was putting out there. It was such a strong video. Let me see where I put my thing. Should have been in here. Oh, maybe they took it down.
The free food
oh, there it is. Here it is. Do you guys want to see my takeaways?
Sure.
I'm the only guy that did the entrance video, the intro video, and then the exit video, because I've got to be special. But in here I put VIP plus Allie Grant equals success. Then I said thanks again to all of them, and then I said down here hashtag make Allie cry, hashtag make them all cry. Because I did. But this is the takeaways that I gave. Let's see if I can. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to back it up here. Because you got to see the whole thing. See, I'm such a show off, because I could have just let this go. I could have just done what everybody else did. By Classy Mike Trash.
Hi, I'm the Vital Idol, Classy Mike Trash, and here are my takeaways from the weekend. First, Allie Grant is awesome. She's wise for her age, and we're lucky to have her. And it's great to have a mentor like her. Make the role your own, and don't pretend you are that person.
See,
be yourself in that situation.
See, that's the one thing, the big thing that I did learn, is that I always got a script, and like when we looked at the Mike script, I was trying to figure out what would that guy sound like. And I told her what I did, by the way, for the gym teacher. She thought it was awesome. She thought it was funny when I told her how I dressed up and stuff. She loved that.
Yeah, because for the Vietnam veteran, you asked for my opinion and how my dad would do it.
Yeah. And anyway.
Be genuine. Speak from the heart. Don't overreact. Learn your parts, not necessarily the other parts.
This is interesting. She learns her scripts they'll give her a script and she'll write the whole script out. Even though it's given to her, she'll write the whole script out, and then she learns her parts, not the other person's parts. Because when they speak, she can react to what they're saying.
That's good.
I never even thought of that till that day. I thought, wow, that's a really smart thing.
React to their parts. Got a room cry on command. I also learned that there may be a career in acting for me. And did I mention that Allie is awesome? I look forward to learning more from her and meeting her in Savannah. Thanks again, Allie.
So, it was kind of cool. I just really love that I feel like my work is not in vain now, because I feel like even if I only got lucky and just did that just out of luck, it still gave me some hope that maybe I can do this.
It was more than the pat on the back.
Yeah, I mean, it really, and it's good when it's coming from someone that doesn't know you, because she's always going to say everything good. She's never going to say anything bad.
Not when, I was going to say not when you're around. Not when you're around.
Right. That's what I expect.
When
well, because she wants zero.
I hear everything negative about you, Michael.
Well, there's a lot of negative to hear, so I'm sure she's still going down the list and has never got to the end of the list yet.
But batting to it.
But, the bottom line is that I don't know how good I am. I had one acting class when I was in college, and it lasted I did acting 101, and it acted like I either did it one day or a week or something like that, and I said, why would anyone do this? And I quit.
This is why I don't like stuff like that, because it reminds me of when I was in 3rd grade and I had to play Goldilocks because I was the only girl in the class with blonde hair, and ever since
you could have been Allie.
I could have been, but I hated it. Yeah. I hated playing Goldilocks.
I didn't want to act either, because I thought, wow, I don't think I want to do this.
I thought you would have been a bear.
Nope.
Well, I thought that I wasn't going to be an actor, because I really thought, I don't really like this stuff. And I got into music instead. And through the years, I didn't want to... I was a radio DJ for WKBO when I was 20. And I said, ew, I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do this.
I actually did that when I was my brief, probably one semester of college. I did that because it was interesting. They said, we have a radio, TV, on the radio.
When I was in college, I loved it.
Really? And they go, yeah, you can be part of one of the DJs. And I'm like, really? And the guy kept me. Part of what it was, I was sort of like nervous as heck, and he brought me in there, and I had the headset on and the mic, and he's, trying to bring me in. Like basically say something like, okay, now it's your turn to say something. And I was like, I would say one word, and he'd be like, okay, and it would be like, but I was like, damn, I may want to do that one of these days. It was interesting.
I didn't like it. I didn't like DJing, and that's because, I just kind of didn't like talking on the radio. And so I went on and thought, I'm not going to do DJing, and I'm not going to act, so I'm just going to do my music. And then come 2003, I decided I'm going to start... By the way, our anniversary show is coming up.
Yep.
July 7th. So, but anyway...
When is my anniversary?
I don't know.
I know.
You got to be hired first.
when I thought we were discussing that with the board.
This is your trial.
I thought it was this
1 year probation period.
I'm still fighting.
My 90-day probation period is over,
nope,
sir.
It's 1 year
when
probation.
When we taking it to the board?
I've been to the board and I've asked them. They said we're still talking about it. So
okay.
What can I do? I mean, I have no control over
I
that.
just got initiated, or should I say re-initiated?
Well, I mean, you have a history, so
yeah.
You were in radio before today.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but you have a jumpy. You have a jumpy
I know.
schedule. Though,
I know.
So you're on probation.
He'll tell you that when I started here with him, okay, I didn't want anything to do with it.
She wouldn't talk.
I would just sit in the back
and I just
listen.
start talking to her and make her talk.
Mm-hmm. And then he finally's like, "Well, if you're going to talk, I'm going to put a mic on you." So I had
Because
a mic on.
she would do like she does now. She would do talk.
Yeah, okay.
And I'd say, "Come on, louder!" And I finally got her a microphone. And
But then it was like hiding behind the monitor. I was okay with that.
Forever.
You know, once
well, the thing is, well, actually, okay, got to stop there a second. We have only been video for about what 4 years, 5 years, maybe.
Something like that.
And originally, when I did it really. It was weird. I had iPads facing this way, iPads facing this way, and it just wasn't sophisticated. And I had to buy this software to do this stuff.
Well,
so
he'll tell you that I was very quiet. That he brought me out of my shell.
Yes, hard to believe.
You know,
she was quiet.
I can tell you probably the first show that I did, I was excited and scared at the same time. And then Trish said to me the one thing going home that night. She said to me, do whatever's natural.
It's not.
Say whatever's natural.
You know, the thing is, you have nothing to worry about because you don't.
There's no right or wrong.
Right.
There is right or wrong, but I mean, you're not going to do wrong. I mean, because we're pretty open about what we can do, and so, you guys have all come a long way, and I like that.
I would come out of the closet too, because I would go in there to make phone calls.
Well, that's all right. She was.
Well, it's good. I've got an LBGT.
Mike, I got her to come out of the closet this weekend, Mike. She was in the closet on Sunday, and I told her come out of that goddamn closet. And
I
she
was
walked
putting
out.
clothes away,
and she walked out.
The show that rings to me is, yeah, I'm going back to this because
I'm sorry. I'm saying.
He's the only one that has his name on the door.
Yeah, people were knocking it all the time. Once they found out I was an actor, all these people wanted autographs and. By the way, I'm not exaggerating. I am really, truly not exaggerating about what Allie said. I am truly.
I believe.
It was really, really good, and I hope to have that footage.
I wasn't here for that show, but it was a birthday show. You guys called it for me, and you guys called and said, "Mom emailed me this list. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about. Kind of questions that we might ask so that I could be prepared, and I wasn't just Lo and behold, you guys surprised me with Cage, wishing me a happy birthday. Never will forget that show.
You're still my favorite.
I know.
Wait a minute. Now we're switching back again.
Why?
Favorite daughter of hers.
Okay.
What, do you want to be a daughter of hers? I can try to make you a favorite.
No. Women, I didn't hear the daughter part. You just said you're my favorite.
Well, I got
the whole line is that she's his favorite daughter.
I'll see if the board will allow me to make you the favorite daughter. I doubt it, because
I don't know if I like that. You can't take my title.
Well, we got
I don't want to take the title of daughter.
We got the LGBTQ thing going today, so we can make him an honorary daughter. So
no, he's older than me.
Well,
he can't be my daughter.
Time travel.
I don't know. It's funny. When I was in Cub Scouts, and we were in, I forget what den I was in, but
you were lucky to
we
be
had,
in Cub Scouts.
and I don't know how it came about.
I wasn't allowed to be in Cub
what
Scouts.
they were going to do. They wanted to do a beauty pageant.
I was too fat to be in Cub Scouts.
And they wanted to do a beauty pageant for and they said one person of each den would dress up like a female. Oh yeah.
What?
Would dress up like a, and I have proof.
Yeah,
well, that makes sense on why the Boy Scouts are now defunct.
That's right.
Because of people like you that were out there.
I've seen the picture.
It turns out
you might be able to get money out of that lawsuit.
It turns out that Unfortunately,
Wish
we
I could
put the
dress.
names in a hat, and the one time that I didn't want to be chosen, I got chosen for our den.
Why can't I be chosen for like that? I'd go after them full bore.
Well,
say they made me dress like a girl.
I
could act it out too. I could be real good at it.
I had the heels on, I had the wig on, I had the makeup on, and I had, the dress on.
You didn't have the beard then, though.
I didn't have the beard then.
Then you probably were pretty.
I was probably pretty good. That's right.
I wasn't going to say that.
Well, we turned out, and we had the contest, and I won first place on the contest. I was the beauty pageant winner.
All right. I got a conspiracy theory for you.
Oh, boy.
And if I remember, I'll bring the picture for you so you can die laughing.
Well, I can show you my picture of me being dressed as Little Red Riding Hood. We did there was a couple years ago. Well, when I was working, I was going out with this girl named Jamie, and we were going to go as Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf. And I thought, that'll be a cool thing. We'll win that. And she goes, why don't we switch the roles? You go as Little Red Riding Hood, and I'll go as the Wolf.
That's because she wanted to hide under the costume.
I said, all right, we'll do it. Why not? So I took a big basket, and I had the garb and everything, and I won first place. But she won nothing. I won first place for scariest costume. I was insulted. I said, I was cute. You should not have made me the scariest costume. I was good looking. But so be it. It was $100. So they bought me off by giving me $100. But I thought I was cute. So, but now I'm in the company of John Goodman and Philip Seymour Hoffman. So now you can tell that I was a good Little Red Riding Hood because I put myself into it. All right. Now, I guess we can go back to my notes. All right. Disney CEO apologizes to employees. Do anybody know why?
Because it made him work on the hottest day of winter.
They were underpaid.
All right. Any questions?
They were overpaid.
Okay. It goes with today's theme.
They dressed up as...
they have Don't Say Gay bill.
So we talked about Don't Say Gay last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that when that first came out, came out of the closet, when that bill first came out of the closet, they were behind it. And then their employees got upset because they were behind it, and they shouldn't be behind it because, people want gay people to have rights, and that's taking their rights right away. So he apologized for that, and because there's a lot of employees there that are also gay, so it was the right thing to do. I just kind of thought it was cool that he did actually acknowledge the gay community. So that's kind of cool. Then I got, let's see, Valerie Bertinelli. She's in the news.
Oh, wow.
Now, we all know who she is, right? We all know that she was married to Eddie Van Halen.
Van Halen.
And she was married to him while he was doing his drugs in the early Van Halen days. Cocaine was everywhere, she said. Can't say that I'm surprised. So, the Happy Days little girl who turned out...
No,
not Happy Days.
Not one day at a time.
One day at a time. That's what I meant. Her happy days were one day at a time. That's it. Anyway, Valerie Bertinelli was talking about the cocaine that they had. And I mean, Eddie had so much money at that point because he was, well, when was that? When was he married to her? Well, it doesn't matter because he was married to her for a while. So, I just think it's really interesting. She still looks good though. For a woman that's got to be, I would think she's in her 60s.
I believe.
At least early 60s.
Doesn't she have like a talk show, or did have a talk show? Not talk show, excuse me, a cooking show.
She did commercials for like NutriSlim or something like that.
Yeah, but she also, I don't know.
But she did have a cooking show.
I guess, I don't know.
I think it was, that she would
She's 61.
See, I was right. She was in her 60s.
And
she's older than me.
Married to Eddie from 81 to 2007.
81. Oh, that's that's a longer than I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, she had Valerie's Home Cooking in 2015.
Okay. Thank you. So it says Valerie Bertinelli is forever America's sweetheart, but now she had her moments of partying like a rock star. The actress was married to Eddie Van Halen, after all, and she was on Rob Lowe's podcast, and she talked about keeping up with her husband and his band for 40 years. I'm a prude now, but I partook as well in the years until I couldn't take it anymore. And I would imagine that's probably what broke up their marriage. I mean, they were so heavily into drugs and stuff. She's saying cocaine was everywhere and easy to get. Lowe, if you remember his story back in the day, he had all kinds of drug problems as well. And
is it saying that she actually partaken?
Yes, she did. And now she's straight and she doesn't have anything to do with it. But Lowe, who got sober in 1990, reflected on how it was a different time back then. It was before the bill had become due, and we just didn't know. Not only that, people saying it was good for you, it helped you think, it was successful, people did in our industry. You know, that's the reason he took it. That's the excuses he used for taking it. So, really interesting. I mean, okay, pot is one thing. It's a natural thing, comes from the ground, and it's not going to hurt you. Cocaine, different story altogether. You have to worry about what they're putting in your cocaine. It's probably laced with something it shouldn't be laced with. People die from cocaine. I've never heard anybody OD on marijuana.
It's similar to, I know acid is worse, but you know.
That's bad, even worse, because, you're talking about, the thing is, the drug dealers out there, they don't care.
Yeah.
They just put whatever they can put in it to make it last, or so so this much becomes this much, and then you don't know what you're getting. So at least you know what you're getting with marijuana. You know you're getting that. Sounds like I'm a pothead, but I don't really consider myself a pothead. But all right, every single Batman movie ranked from worst to best. I started talking about this last week, but this is a new article about it. I don't agree with them. They said Batman and Robin was number 15. There's a lot of Batman, by the way. Actually, his uniform's kind of cool, but Robin looks kind of
spaced out.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was so long ago. I don't even remember seeing it. I need to watch it again.
I thought Robin was always green, yellow, and red.
Me too, but I don't know. Batman versus Superman. I thought they put that at 11. I would have put that way up in the top 5 because that was a great movie. That was a Ben Affleck. Look at his outfit there. It's all like steel because he was going against the Man of Steel. So he got this special outfit just for that. Batman Forever, again, I think it belongs where near the bottom because, like I said, that. Oh, by the way, the new Batman has the Riddler and the Penguin in it.
Ooh.
But they're not the people like you would expect them to be. Not what we're used to seeing. So I thought that was interesting.
The Riddler doesn't do riddle me this, riddle me
yes,
that.
he does. He does. Actually, I kind of loved that. And the reveal at the end was really good, too. So I'll tell you that the reveal on this one was probably superior to the other ones.
See, I'm used to, I think, wasn't it Danny DeVito that played the actual?
Yes, but now you're talking about the difference between the cartoon Batman that they made for us in the 60s and whatever it was.
Right.
That was the same genre that was in that movie. But this movie, the Batman was the Penguin was totally different in character and what he was. Actually, it was Colin Farrell playing Penguin, and I didn't even recognize him. He had so much makeup on him. It was really good, and so the Penguin was a different character in this one, and so was the Riddler. The Riddler was a real bad guy. The Penguin was just a bad guy. But I liked how they twisted it all around. I will give them a good effort on that. Zack Snyder's Justice League, I would put that in the top 5 as well. They have it as 12. Batman, this is The Killing Joke in 2016. I didn't see it, so I can't really put it anywhere. Batman Returns, I did see it, but is that Clooney? Is that the... I don't know. That was, but that was one of the early ones. Again, I put that more towards the back end because I thought those were campier. And it was, again, like the TV show, but not like the comic book. Batman Year One, I never saw it. The Batman, which is the one I just saw, I would drop it down to one of the top, probably, well, the 3 Nolan movies would be my first 3. The 2 Ben Afflecks, or was it 3?
That Batman movie you asked was Clooney. If it was 1997,
okay, it was Clooney. Okay. I would put the Affleck movie second, so I would probably put this one...
Oh, you're earning your zeros tonight.
I would put this one probably around 6, the 6th one. Batman, just Batman, that's the one that says Jack Nicholson. That was Tim Burton's... that one was... that one was... either Val Kilmer or...
that looks like Val Kilmer or Christian Bale.
Well, no, Christian Bale is one of the top 3. That one, that's the Christopher Nolan ones. And then
was that Michael Keaton?
Keaton, that's the one. I couldn't remember his name. I think that was Keaton. Then Batman in '66. Again, it was based off of the TV show, so it was going to be
Where did they put that?
They put that at 6. I would have put that up in 7, 8, 9, somewhere below the top movies that I liked. Then another cartoon which I never saw. Then The Dark Knight. That's the first one of the Christopher Nolan series, or like you said, it was
Heath Ledger.
Huh? Yeah. Was that Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger.
Might have been. He wasn't the Batman. He was a bad guy, but Christopher Nolan and that was one of my favorite ones. Lego Batman. I like the Lego one, but it's in the top 10, but not the top. And they put Dark Knight as number 1. That's with Heath Ledger too. So that's the second one. I think it's the second one, it's the second one in the series. So that's who they thought were the top ones. I have to say that I really strongly disagree with them. So, but you'd have to really make your own choice as to which one was best and which one was worse. But I don't have any. I thought I had the.
I didn't see a lot of them because somebody doesn't take their friends to the show.
This was before you.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, this is going back in '66. I didn't know you in '66.
I know.
And you're really not my type.
Even with the same name?
Excuse me, I said friends, not lovers.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fine. I don't go to movies with friends. I go with lovers. Oh. Anyway. But yeah, I am a fan of Batman, and I like the fact that, my favorite line in the whole world of Batman was you had the Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash asks Batman, okay, I got speed. We know Aquaman controls the ocean. What's your power? And Ben Affleck says, I'm rich. Thought that was the greatest line in the movie, is just say, oh, well, that's because I'm rich. But It was awesome. I loved that line. It was cool. So, who's Chloe Fletcher? Anybody know?
Nope.
She likes us.
Yep. I thought maybe it was from somebody from your acting.
I don't know. I am not really...
She's the third new one we've had in here tonight.
Well, you know what? I'm glad they're actually stopping in. I hope they are enjoying themselves. And the show can be anything. This show is about fun. And so... But I'm just glad that we're seeing some new people, and I'm glad that our sound problems have basically fixed.
Evidently, she lives in New York.
Well, that's what I'm looking right now.
Tyler,
What's her last
Texas.
name? Fletcher. Let's see. I want to see if I do know her. And watch me be a jerk here. I don't know which one she is. Well, I'm not a friend with her, apparently. Because she's not. Let's see, what's her picture look like? Okay, she's cute. Was that her?
Maybe losing your points again.
That's all right.
It's probably from your
I
accent.
should have just done it from... Yeah, dummy me.
That's what I did.
Well, what the... I should have done it this way. Darn it. That would have been a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is, Shortsville. I don't even know where Shortsville is.
How'd you think I knew where it was?
I don't know. You're smart, okay? I said something nice about you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's a first.
Smart. That's the first one.
Okay, I really don't know her.
Looks like acting.
I'm guessing that's probably it. But anyway, thank you for showing up. You'll have an assigned seat next week. We'll put you in the front. So, all right, where was I? At Batman. Okay.
Batman, yes.
Need to change my mice again because I'm changing computers back and forth. Of course, that's assuming she would come back. All right, next thing. I don't remember what that one was. Of course, we've got to talk about this. Cheyenne is very excited. My dog. Because...
Yeah, she's got a bone.
Because... Is she chewing on the one I gave her?
Yeah.
All right, I told you that would take care of her. She found out that Tom Brady unretires. Of course, I don't think there's anybody in this room that thought that he was going to retire. Not in my
I was
eyes.
hoping.
You know what I'm not surprised about, is I read that article that Tom Brady unretires, and there was one article that I read that a guy paid, and I forget how much what it was, for Tom Brady's last football that he actually threw. And it goes, after before he announces, I'm unretiring. So that wasn't too surprising.
Well, but Tom didn't make money off that ball.
Right. And then it turns out that the other article that I read about him is that his family's pissed at him. And I don't blame him.
Why?
His wife, basically in the article, it basically says that, I guess, I'm correct me if I'm wrong, I think he has, girls.
Okay.
Okay, and if they're at the age where they're starting to do projects in school and stuff like that, and his wife wants her husband to do the activities with the kids.
Well, he's only what?
Tom Brady has 3 kids. His oldest, Jack, is the son of Brady's, and then the other is Benjamin and Vivian.
Okay. Well, anyway, the wife turns out that she's saying basically, you announced your retirement. You should not go back you shouldn't have gone out of retirement or come back into football because we want to see our daddy and we want to see, and stuff like that because, she's not, she loves, she didn't mention anything about the money that he makes and all that stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a while and then think about, and she's going to be tired of him after a while too.
Then they turn around and I just saw today that an article versus, it was like, I don't know if they were saying that, the Green Bay quarterback, Aaron
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, basically, they're saying he should not take a cut in pay as a quarterback just because Tom Brady took a cut in pay.
Well, I can tell you this. Tom Brady doesn't need the money.
Oh,
he's doing it because it's something he loves, and he's only going to be able to do it. I'm surprised he did it this long, and I'm glad he did it.
He's like, what, 40?
He's 44.
44, that's what I thought.
To be a 44-year-old quarterback that's winning, I mean, I know he didn't win the Super Bowl this year, but he got pretty far. So for a man 44, there are kids out there that are that have 15 years experience, 20 years experience that didn't ever get there, and he actually got there how many times? This is one thing.
I think his reasoning.
He's only got a couple years.
This is my guess and everything, that he got pissed off that he didn't live up to his ability against the LA Rams, and he wants to basically come back and go, you know what? On you people, I can do it again.
That's the thing. All these people were saying he's washed up, and he came down to Florida. Everyone's saying he's washed up. He'll never be able to do it again. And he took a second-rate team, a team that doesn't have the money that, say, the Raiders have, or that these guys have tons of money. He took a pay cut just so he could play. And what did he do? He blew them all out of the water because he said, "Hey, I still got it." And now he's saying, hey, I still got it, and if he's going to do it, he's got to do it in the next couple of years because he's not going to be doing this at 50.
Well, that's true, and like I said, I think a lot of people, and I guess he got mad, and I think I would too, if a lot of people were saying to me, like you said, you're washed up.
Right.
Retire.
Right.
And he's saying, I know I'm not washed up.
Right.
I know I shouldn't retire because I can do this again, and that's exactly what he's going to do this coming season. He's going to show everybody who's saying, you're washed up, you should retire, you should have stayed retired, and he's going to come out and he's going to pat himself on the back and he go, see, okay, I won another Super Bowl in either this year or next year.
Yeah, and think about this for another. If she were my wife, I'd say, look, I'm 44. I can't do this for many more years. If I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it now, because when I do retire for real, that's gonna be it. Because I'm gonna need a knee replacement or body replacement or whatever it is. He's got to do it now. And think about what's gonna happen if he gets another Super Bowl ring. He's gonna freak everyone out. That's why I think he's a brilliant man. Even if he doesn't win, he's going to win because he's still playing, and he's still playing well.
He
got me watching football.
You know what he's going through, because it's the same thing as when you retired from wrestling. What's still in your blood?
Well,
the wrestling's still in your blood. You want to get in there as much as you can.
But it's actually more than that. Okay. You touched on the wrestling, but if you think about what I've talked about in the past, I've never had a support system. Everyone said you can't do it, and I do it, and that's what he's going through now.
Exactly.
People were saying, like for me, people said you're not going to go to college at 16. So what did I do? I went to college at 16. People said you can't sing. You're not going to be a singer. So what did I do? I started a band. People said you're too old to get into wrestling.
Yep.
So I got into wrestling. Yes, I got into wrestling awfully old, but I still did it. And people are now saying, well, now he's going to do acting? Ask Allie Grant if I can act. All I got to say.
Allie Grant, can he act?
Hashtag make Allie cry.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant. I'm telling you. She said that, and I was like, okay, I was thinking, okay, what's she going to say that is going to make the other shoe drop? Because she's going to, you're brilliant, but.
Right.
She never said a but. I thought.
I would have turned to her. I would have turned to her and go, what drugs are you on so I can have some?
Well, I knew that. I knew I did well.
Yeah.
I didn't know I did that well. I knew I did well because I knew that I was the only one that got the assignment right. Because everybody was doing it wrong, and she kept saying, no, you got to be talking to somebody. And I don't care who you're talking to, not a group of people. Some people would go in there and set up it like this is me when I was talking to, and she said, no, you do not do that. Notice when I did it, I said, hi, Pam. So you knew I was talking to Pam. And then I set it up by saying how many years we were apart. I said how many years we were married. How many, I set it up. I built the story because everyone likes a story.
And that's what she wanted.
And that's exactly what she wanted. And she wanted it, act it right, not overact it, not underact it, not reading it. She wanted
the genuine emotion.
And that's what she got. And so that I'm really proud of that. I may never be able to do a performance that good again.
Yeah, right.
I may not. I'm just saying I did something I didn't think I could do. Because, you know how much I've acted. I mean, other than wrestling, I haven't acted.
Right.
I mean, but in a lot of ways, I've acted all my life. Because I've felt like all my life I've never been who everyone thinks I am.
Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
And I feel that I've paved a way into everything that I got into. But this is just another thing, even though I feel like I know a little bit about acting just because I was in that class a couple days, and I've always studied acting. I've watched people, and usually, like when I watch a TV show, I kind of try to pay attention to where they. Well, the one acting coach we have is from The Sopranos. He's really good, and he has everybody reading the same script, and we're reading it over and over again. Last night he had people coming in one at a time, and they've all been doing it different ways, and some have been underacting, some have been overacting. He said, now do it again, but this is what I want you to do. Like, okay, the one person was this girl who is a Muslim, and so he said, okay, pretend you're at your church or whatever they call their synagogue or whatever, whatever it is. But anyway, so he said, okay, I want you to pretend that you're in this place. Now, you can't. You're looking straight ahead because they're preaching whatever they preach, and I want you to pretend you're telling the person next to you about this whole thing. So she did it a second time, and this time it was awesome. The first time she did it, it was like she read it, and it's just, I don't need to hear you reading it. And the second time she did it that way, it was awesome. It was brilliant. That was brilliant because she learned how to do it a different way than just reading it. And then another person was talking. She was driving, and she had pulled over just to do her segment. So she pulled over and she did it, and she spoke real fast because that's the way she speaks. She's a millennial, and she has all this energy and stuff. He said, "Stop. I want you to slow down. Now I want you to put your hands in your like this, and I want you to talk to the person that's right across from you." And do it again. And she did it again. It was great. He directed her, and she was no longer super speedy girl. She actually did it right. He is so smart. I'm learning so much from him because, he's been in the business for so long, and he's telling us things that we would never know. I'm learning so much from these people. It's just great. It's worth the money that I put into this. And I mean, when I got to go to my next trip is Vegas. I'm going to go out to Vegas for a couple days. I get to meet some people. I'm going to meet Mark Schoenfeld again. I'm going to meet Robert Galinsky, which is the director, improv guy, and we're going to get different headshots and different shots. When I go down to Savannah, Georgia, we're going to do a new thing. Haven't decided if I can afford to do this one yet. I'm going to Savannah, but there's an added fee if you want to do this. They'll give us 13 headshots of different emotions. I think I need it for my portfolio. So I'm going to figure out some way to do this because it's a little bit more money than I had budgeted. And it's kind of important for me to get this multiple headshot thing, and I got to learn this stuff. So anyway, it's going to be an interesting year. It's been an interesting year so far, and I'm really excited about the things that I've been learning and doing and stuff. So, I got a new stock for you.
Okay.
Do you know what the Berkshire Hathaway is, right?
No.
It's a chain of high-end motels.
Okay.
They're selling stock.
Oh.
It's only $500,000 a share.
Only.
I can't even afford that. I just think of course, the people that can afford that are like Warren Buffett, who owns
millionaires.
Well, he's a billionaire.
Ted Clampett.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If he sells his concrete pool or whatever they
call it,
cement pond. That's what it is.
Cement pond. Geez.
Cement pond. Yeah. So I think it's kind of cool but I think that nobody I know can afford it. But it's kind of funny.
Okay.
Did you say you had something that you wanted to go over?
No, I think with the Tom Brady thing was generally.
And you don't? Do you have anything?
Just my story.
It was about the
about the love is
Yeah.
love.
Mhm.
And did you have anything?
No, I said if there was, if you needed a chance, like to step out for something, there was one that I would talk about.
Was it something that we would be interested in?
I
I don't
don't
want to. I don't want to overlook you. I mean, if you got something.
I gotta go back and find it now.
Okay.
My question, and I don't know, maybe I'm overstepping my boundaries here. When you did that to your Pam, and obviously you did it from the heart and all that, was it something, the reason behind that you actually did that because like you felt guilty that you're dating somebody else, or
no. Well, I can give you that. So I originally was going to do a stand-up routine, and it was going to involve Lisa, because it was funny. And I got halfway through
That
it.
is a comedy.
Oh, it was. I was thinking of using the Challenger from New York or New Jersey story, but as I did it, I had it half written, and then I realized that wasn't what she was looking for. She wanted one-on-one.
Right.
So then I started writing. Actually, Pam was the third thing I wrote. The second thing I started to write was I forget what the second one was, but when I started writing the Pam thing, it just fell in place, and
it felt natural.
It was absolutely the best thing I could have.
It wasn't like you did it because you had to get something off your chest or anything. You just
no.
You just did it and used.
Okay, I talk to Pam every day.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And it was true to the story. I mean, I don't know if she's listening. I don't know if she hears it. I just talk to her every day, and Christine knows I do that too.
Yeah.
So there's nothing hidden there. She knows about Pam in a lot of ways. I've told her a lot of stuff, and so it just seemed like the most natural thing. And after I told her that I was going to do that, she said, "Do you mind if I sit here? Would that throw you off when you're doing it?" And I said, "You can sit here." Because I share everything. I don't lie to her. I don't hide anything from her. And I said, but I want you to be aware that when I do this, I don't want you to be upset by anything I say. And because I didn't know how I was going to write it at first. I just knew I was going to write it, and I didn't know what was going to come out of it. And it just, when it came out, I just said, I'm going to read it to you before I do it. And I need you to know that that this is legit, and that I'm not going to, anything that I say here isn't meant to hurt you. It's meant to do the project. And so I didn't know how she was going to feel when I said, you were my best friend, and still probably are.
Yeah.
And stuff like
isn't that? I mean, if you see the actors on television, mostly like soap operas and stuff like that, when I know they're actually don't show the full thing of like they're actually in bed, actually pretending to have fun, as they would say, or sex in bed, or they an actor kisses an actress, and obviously they're married to somebody else and they're not married to that person, and they put everything, the emotion and everything into kissing that person, and that's basically the same thing, isn't it?
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to make sure she was
right,
okay with
right.
it, because
you can't be in acting and have jealousy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean,
but she's been very supportive, and I couldn't ask for. I mean, that's all you can ask for from anyone.
Yeah.
I actually told her that if there's a couple film festivals coming up that are around here, I said, maybe we can take a day and us go to it. Because we could go to see what it's like, because that's the way I want to network, is one-to-one, not on this Twitter. I just want to network people for real. And I thought maybe she would like that because there's one in New York coming up. There's one in Philadelphia coming up. There's one in Pittsburgh coming up. There's one in, I think, D.C. coming up. And I would drive for one of those because it'd be really kind of fun. And I'd like to see what it's like being there. Some of these are all virtual, or some of these are virtual, they are all virtual, some of these. and some of these aren't all virtual. Some of these are, hey puppy. Some of these, it's hard to figure out what.
Watch your mic.
What the right thing is to do, but I'd like to go to one and see what it's like when they're playing them in a theater. So, and it'll be really cool to see my stuff come up, and it'd be like, whew, I just don't even know what that would be like, just seeing my stuff come up, and knowing that people applaud it and stuff. It's kind of like when I was called brilliant in front of the whole class. I mean, I've never had something like that.
I used to, and I say used to have a friend, even though she's still alive, that
go around back
is still doing it, that actually did comedy improv, and it seems like so much. I've gone several times and watched her do it, and it seems so. I shouldn't say easy. It looks easy, but I know it's not, because it's they basically get a script and they basically act on it right then and there.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, for them to see the emotion that they have at that point. Like if it involves like a scary face, and you have to make that scary face like that, and it's like you can't, then it's like, but all these people do it, and it's they basically are on cue when they do this stuff, and it's like, wow, and it's amazing. And it was like I was always thinking like, well, maybe something I wanted to do, and then my real that was basically when I was down and living in Chester County and all that, and did a 360 turn, and so
I just lost my trackball. I have no idea where it's at. Oh, she pushed it out somewhere. I don't know if she's laying on it. Which means I can't change any of the screens right now.
But I mean, it's one of those things where a quarter of me goes to me, I'm getting too old for this stuff, and then three quarters is like, you know what? I wish I had the time to do this, and or I wish I had time to do something.
But the thing is, I
have to make the time.
You have to make the commitment to it.
Yeah, and time and commitment. Yes.
I'm going to throw this out there so that she can go get it. Move back. I'm going to go get it. Now I can look to see where in the world my trackball is. All right, it's nowhere. It's gone. Is it under there, maybe? No, I don't see it. Talk amongst yourselves. I will figure this out. There it is.
Yep.
Hold on. Oh,
that's why I didn't see it, because it was behind me.
Well, at least I know this battery wasn't the one that goes in it. All right. Okay.
But I find it amazing, and it's like,
it's fun, and it's intimidating, and it's I think what drives me is when I went to my first audition.
People that tell you can't do it.
Well, no, because they don't tell you anything when you're doing the auditions. It's like when I talked to, or one of the first times when I was on these calls, one of the guys said, they said, "Do you have your goals?" That was in January, and I had goals. I have goals that I wrote down on the spur of the moment, and this guy said, "Yeah, my goal is to write 2 songs." What was it? Write 2 songs in 4 months. I said, 2 songs in 4 months?
He never met Ken.
I wrote 2 songs in a day if I had to. And there were times he would come back and he'd say, "I got 2 songs for you to write." And I'm like, oh, geez, here we go. Every week I was doing that for a while. And sometimes 2 songs in a week. Because if you want to be an artist, you got to be the artist. You can't just... It doesn't take 2 months or 4 months to write 2 songs. Unless you're not doing it. Unless you're not really wanting to write it. I'm not a brilliant songwriter. I think I'm a good songwriter, but I'm not a brilliant songwriter. But I can do what I have to do, and there's only a couple songs I couldn't write with Ken, and
a lot of it too could be like you could write it in a week, but then maybe fine tune it.
Right. But the thing is, what I'm saying is,
know.
That was one person that said that was their goal. Another person said their goal, they hadn't been on their first audition, and they've been with the company for a year. Okay, I'm not going to wait that long to go on an audition. I went to auditions
right away,
really with no experience,
It'd be interesting. I know it was around when that I gave, like I said, I wrote that little, I say, paragraph or whatever down, and you were going to give it to Ken and see if he can do something with it. I still like to see if you would be able.
Well, I'm gonna have to.
We'll have to find it again. Yeah, I know that.
I have it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see. One that he would have the time, and then two.
Well, at this point, I wrote one song since.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not true. I've written. I think I wrote the song for this show, but that was actually a year ago. So that was before he died. I haven't written. I'm writing one song for him that I just have the beginning, and I just can't. I can't really deal with it right now. So I just I'm putting that on the back burner, and I'm concentrating on things I can do, which are the film festivals and the acting thing.
Just like I said, out of curiosity to see, if there's anything. I mean, not that I would say, okay, I would go into songwriting all the time, but just to see, because it was like one of those things, basically, like you were, it reminded me of when you said those things or acted those things from the heart. When I was writing those things down, it was actually from my heart, and it'd be interesting to see how, like I said, if you could make it a song, how far it would go and all that stuff. If some people would like it and stuff like that,
It's songwriting can be. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes I can throw a song together in a few seconds.
Well,
sometimes they take a little longer.
Yeah. It's funny how you listen to how these songs, whether it's country or rock and roll or, hip hop or whatever, how these people, they go, well, I was on a bus riding to so and so, and we came across this chorus, and, like Brooks and Dunn was one of them. They keep on saying that it was funny that one remembers how the song came out this way. The other one says, no, I remember we did it this way because, and he goes, well,
and then Frank Sinatra comes along and says, I did it my way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, well, I mean, when I say, well, one of them remembers it would, he wrote it, and then it was one of the ways how they got it, and then it was the other one remembers how they became about.
Think about this. Music is a unique thing in that we can all hear the same song.
Yeah.
And all get something different out of it.
Exactly.
Whereas if you watch a movie and Batman kills a guy, he's always going to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Because that's the story.
Yeah.
But to the story for Love is Love, everyone gets that story because it's geared towards everyone, I think. They understand what it's about.
Yeah.
But say a song like Start Not the End, you may not get the same feeling that she gets or that I got. And because the story is different from all of our perspectives. But, there's two types of things. There's those kind, and there's, the things you have to figure out what it means. If you listen to The Wall, Pink Floyd The Wall, you might get a different meaning than I got from The Wall.
Yeah.
It might be deeper. It might not be deeper. It might be just, that's got a good sound.
Every song has different images and different meaning for different people.
Right. So the bottom line is, if you want to do something, don't talk about it. Just do it. Yeah. Just set your mind up. Write your goals down. If your goal is just to see if you could do it, okay, do it. Try it. If you wanted to figure out if you could. I've got scripts that I have accumulated not a lot of scripts, but there's certain things that, like the monologue, you've got to learn to do monologues. You've got to figure out what you're going to do a monologue. I couldn't figure out what to do a monologue. I asked my one acting friend. He said, just do something do the president's speech from Independence Day. So I learned that. And since then I've learned you can write your own monologue, like that one I do for Pam. I can actually use that monologue. If someone says, do a monologue, and just use that, and they could see that's one reason I wouldn't mind getting that, too, because I could submit that as one of my monologues. And it's a good monologue, because Allie said it was good. So
it was brilliant.
It was brilliant. John Goodman or Philip Seymour Hoffman. So, the thing is, the only way you're going to know whether or not you can do it is to try it.
Yeah.
And if there's something you want, you can do it. if you want to do it, you can do it. But you could just record yourself doing monologues and see if you think it sounds good. Because if you record it and it sounds too stiff, well, you can record it again. That's the nice thing about self-tapes. You can record it over and over again until you get what you want. And like the donut one that I did, that was 2 takes. The one take I didn't use, the other one I did. I just it did what I wanted it to do, and that was to be funny, but yet have a serious side. And I still didn't like it 100%, but I was on a time crunch, so I settled for that. But I would have done it a little different if I had the time to do it. And and everything is, you got to figure out, okay, this is my let's say, well, like the one monologue that we're doing in the class is called More Socks. I know it sounds silly, but what the premise is, you're talking to somebody and you just got back from the laundromat and you won't believe what happened to him, and he went to the laundromat like 4 times and the same thing happened 4 times. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, but
you're talking to somebody that has a box full of socks at home that I'm trying to get him to pare down.
Well, anyway, it's about the dryer. No. It's about the dryer eating socks.
Oh.
So, down.
No, because the dryer eats my socks, I just go out and buy another dozen.
Well, but...
I'm just kidding.
But
I do generally. I mean, that's why she's saying that, because generally that's what I did. I mean, it's like, oh, I need socks today. Do I really need socks? No, I just went out and bought another dozen because I just felt like buying another dozen socks.
But don't miss what I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
Is if you wanted to do that, you could record yourself and look at it and see, do you think you could do this? Do you think you could memorize this? Do you think you could act it? Do you think you could read it? All these things, you don't know until you do it. You could be a more brilliant actor than me and just not know it because you've never tried it.
Yeah. It's almost like the paint by numbers that I'm doing. You look at, well, it's like even though there's numbers that you're actually painting, the thing of it is it's more of a challenge because you put a brown somewhere or you put a white somewhere or something like that, and you look at it and you have the ability basically to change those colors if you want, or move stuff around, or make it your own picture.
Okay.
And then after you're done with that, you look at it and you go, and this is what I get out of it, and this is why I say, I look at it and I go, wow, did I really create that?
Alyssa's in.
Okay.
And basically, I say that because it's like, even though it's a paint by number, I have the ability to either put more brown in it, or or red, or whatever, or put less into it, or change. If I don't like the brown there, I can always put it into a different thing, and then look at it and go. Every time I do one of these things, even though it's the different one, I always look at it and I go, "Is that really good enough?" And then I turn around and I finish it and I go, "You know what? I did that. I pat myself on the back for that. That's talent."
Well.
But
if you ever, you don't want to be, you don't want to be a woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Right.
And if you want to do something, if you want to learn something, if you need to see if you can do something, you don't have to think about it. You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do, the nice thing about COVID, if there is one, is that it changed the market that acting and actors have to go through. Before, you had to travel to go there. You had to travel to do your script or your monologue or whatever it is. But now, a lot of it's done over Zoom. So you can actually, sometimes you can just, like a lot of the stuff, you can do at home over Zoom, or, like I did for the donut thing, sit and record it and do it right. Do it exactly the way it should be done, and then submit that. Some things you can do it that way. That's what I would suggest, that if you really wanted to do something, that's what you need to do. Is you need to go out there and take a chance.
It makes me, like, people tell me, and I'm sort of the same way. They tell me I can't do something, and I turn around and I'm a counter cross stitch person. And then they turn around and they go, well, you're doing a pattern or something like that. And I turn around and I go, you know what? I can make my own pattern. And I did. I made it several times. I made, my high school was Downingtown, and I was manager of the girls basketball team and the softball team and everything. I made, and people make sort of fun of it, it was Downingtown football. And I actually designed this where it went, Downingtown, and then underneath was like a circle, and it said football. And it actually, if you look at it correctly, even though the goalpost may be, the football may be a little big and the goalpost may be smaller, I designed it to where the football looks like it's going to go through the goalpost. And it's like people don't get, well, that football looks too big. No.
Some of those kickers from last season may need that.
Well, it's like, and I have them in storage, and I wish I can, eventually I'll be able to pull them out and show everybody. But it's like, it's one of those things where people go say that to me, and it's like, but it was my design. I designed it the way I wanted it. I didn't design it the way somebody else wanted to see it. I designed it the way I wanted to see it. Which was, I imaged it where it looked like the football's going to go through the goalpost.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, next. This is kind of cool. Elon Musk is in the news. He's going to make humanoid robots that could develop personalities and be your friend. Your plastic pal who's fun to be with, you can have that in a robot if things work out the way he says they're going to work out. This is something that I would love. It'd be nice to have a robot that you could, hang out with. And
I thought I did have a robot at home and hang around with her.
I don't know, do you?
Oh boy, that's a bad look on her face. Am I walking home tonight again? Okay.
But this would be awesome. Just imagine, like, as you get older, or like in my case, where I finally said, after Lisa, I finally decided I'm not looking anymore. I don't even want to deal with this. This is a situation where you could have the Tesla robot, and that Tesla robot can do anything a human can do. And I mean anything a human could do.
Not sex.
And,
what, you've tried it?
Not sex.
I'm only reading this from...
Not sex.
Yes.
You can have sex with the robot?
Yes.
Sign me up.
That's what I'm telling you. This is
Sign me up.
Talk about, if she talks too much, flip the switch. Turn her off.
Turn her off, yeah.
Or him off, depending what you're into. But
I think I turn Trish off all the time, but
I think it'd be an awesome thing to have your best friend with you, and they would ride with you.
Don't turn her on a lot.
They are actually going to look human. They're going to actually look.
Walking home tonight, right?
They are going to look human, and they're going to be able to talk to you and they're going to be your girl would be probably 125 pounds.
Danny wants to know. Yeah, we answered that. Yes, you can have. According to this, you can have sex with it, Danny.
Yeah.
A stranger.
Yes. It could develop a personality over time that's unique. It's not like all the robots are the same. The personality could evolve to match the owner or whatever you want to call it. It says the first focus for his humanoid robots is to do jobs that humans don't want to do.
I like Mike's idea. If you don't like it, you shut it up.
Yeah. But I'd love to have one that would go out and do my grass. Mm-hmm. One that would have go out and change.
Can I have one that goes to work for me?
Sure, if you can find someone that'll hire it.
I would love somebody to do my grass.
Wait a
minute! I have you, Ashley. There you go. Okay,
you wouldn't have fines like if it got too high or anything.
That's right. There you go.
Laugh it up, fuzzballs.
And it probably would cost less than the fines. No, it probably would cost a lot. I would think that would cost you $20 or $30,000 or more to do what they're saying that it would do.
Hey, next year she will not have that much grass to cut.
Yeah, because he'll have a garden that
Yes,
he has
yes,
to
Danny,
take.
it could do all
Excuse
of that.
me?
It could do all those things.
Yeah, you want tomatoes out of that garden? You
No,
want?
I
I know
that's
you don't
all
want
you.
anything out of that garden. Period.
Here's
Maybe the corn.
okay. So it says here.
I'm gonna. That's a first for me, but
It says
Those potatoes.
it originally was made for humans, or to do things that are boring or dangerous tasks. So maybe a bomb removal unit would be one of these things.
How about fix
Portion
the
the meats
tire?
at work.
Maybe having sex with him would be one of those tasks you wouldn't want.
I think he would do. Yeah.
But anyway, the lifelike droid would be 5'8" and weigh in at a terrifying 125 pounds. So that was kind of neat. I mean, I don't know any more than that because it's what are you reading?
Dallas Cowboys just got a new player.
Oh, okay. But it says here, world built by humans, for humans, friendly, eliminates dangerous, repetitive, boring tasks. It says here 5'8". It can carry 50 pounds. It weighs 125 pounds. And it can deadlift 150 pounds. Its speed is 5 miles.
Buckeyes.
We're talking about this. It can walk 5 miles an hour. Arm extend length lift can do 10 pounds. So and it says here.
I'm sure it's be one of those. Okay, we make the model. We'll improve it later on, right? I mean, you said 5 pounds. That's
I mean, this is just a prototype.
Right,
so.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So they'll improve, probably from 5 pounds to 20 pounds, and that way, and then you go 160 pounds or 220 pounds. You can, so you can lift your wife.
It's kind of like the Tesla cars, where it starts out at this range, and it'll get, as the newer models,
right.
It'll get better and better. So I really love the idea of it from strictly a point of view of doing tasks that we don't like to do, like if you want to have one to cut your grass or to do other things.
Clean up shit off the the dog shit on your lawn or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
If it can portion meats at work and do the pull thaw at my job, then I think my job will hire it.
The thing is that is a possibility of a problem, is that they'll start hiring them to do things that people don't want to do.
Well, isn't that sort of what similar to what happened with the toll people? I
got a story about that too.
Yeah, I mean, they basically,
we didn't even realize how unnecessary they were till COVID. Then we said, "Oh, we don't need a guy there." But did you hear about that there is something in the works for putting toll bridges or tolls on bridges in Harrisburg, across the South Bridge, all the bridges? They're thinking of putting tolls on all of them. I think that's the worst thing you could do, because you think about how bad traffic is at crunch time. Could you imagine now they change your bus by $1 or something?
The prices.
But the bottom line is, if you're driving a car, they're going to get $10 or $5. I mean, if you're going to New York to use the subway or the bridge.
George Washington Bridge?
No, to
Lincoln
use
Tunnel?
the Lincoln Tunnel. That's like $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what it'll come down to is, because that's such a heavily traveled,
it'll clog
highway,
everything up.
While it is a heavily traveled highway and people will use it, but I think it would.
I'm just going to stay on the East Coast or the East Shore.
Well, I think it's and
nothing good on the West Shore anyway.
No one's really going to know what I'm talking about. Well, you would know a little bit. I found out, and I hope it's not true, that they're going to put a roundabout in a place in Denver where the thing of it is, I hope they put it where we got killed almost.
Yeah, but that's not where they're going to put it.
That's not where they're going to put it. They're putting it a street or an intersection down below where there's a Sunoco station on the left-hand side and a Italian restaurant on the right-hand side. And I'm thinking, if you put this roundabout there, you're killing possibly the entrance, you're going to have to rearrange the entrance to the Italian place because people are going to try and go like this into this Italian place, and you're going to gain more of a smash.
Sure.
And same thing with into the Sunoco station, you're going to have to rearrange all that. And I'm thinking, you're going to spend more of our taxpayers' money to put a roundabout for what? When where it makes more sense of where the intersection where we got almost killed would be more of it's more of a, there's no really businesses around to where people have to go into or whatever, so that would make more of a sense. People wouldn't have to go run a red light and smash into other people and almost kill them.
Well, people that go too fast too,
right,
and almost kill people. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. At this intersection, the people really don't go that fast.
Right.
And it doesn't make sense why they're putting it there.
Okay.
Somebody complained.
Next story. This is Trish's story.
All right.
About Survivor. Tell us about this because I'm not a Survivor fan.
So the season 42 is the new season of Survivor. It premiered last week. And what they do, for those who are not familiar with, they take 18 people and separate them into different tribes. And then they have challenges where they're all stranded on a desert. They're cut off from all communication. They're usually, I believe, in Fiji, and they kind of have to live off the land and things like this. Well, this season, one of the tribe members, they you kind of get to know them as they go through the season. Well, this particular tribe member, he come right out at the beginning. He was very open, and as he was getting to know his other tribe members, he said that he applied for Survivor 10 years ago as a woman. And here he transitioned from female to male. And I thought, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, okay, kind of wrote myself a note to talk to Mike about it. I'm like, okay, we'll see how this plays out. And because they've had transgenders on there before.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Zeke,
yeah, definitely.
Was that male to female or
that was female to male.
What is with them with female to male? Well, I guess it would make more sense for the show that they be
right
machoer than.
Well, this particular one, he was very open about it.
Well, the picture of him, he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I think. Let's see if here's a picture of him.
Yeah.
So that,
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. I look at him now.
At first glance, you wouldn't know. I didn't know until he said something.
Yeah, and I've met a couple female to male, and other than the fact that most of them are 5'8", 5'9", but really, how tall are you?
5'6".
Okay, so they're a little bit taller than you. So you wouldn't really be suspicious unless you had a reason, unless someone said, hey, that person is but the female to male, it's amazing how because of the facial hair and stuff, it's easy to believe that they're that. And
well, what brought this one right out was they have to disclose everything about themselves before they do the show. And the night before he left, he finally disclosed that he had been taking lithium for a long time. It helped him sleep when his mother got sick and passed away and all this, but he's trying to wean himself off of it. And that was one of the things, being down in Fiji where it's really hot and not having a lot of food and becoming dehydrated. They were concerned that the side effects that he would have from withdrawing it would be detrimental to him. So they pulled him from the show.
But he had a family member that was a nurse or something.
His wife was a nurse.
Yeah, his wife is a nurse, and she said that he should be fine, but
being down there, you don't know.
You got to be careful though, because you're talking about extremes.
Yeah.
I don't. Did any of you guys watch I Am Jazz?
Yes,
I watched part of it.
Did you watch the newest season?
I'm all caught up on it.
I'm caught up on it too. They did a couple female to males upper surgeries. I never knew what was entailed in all that stuff, and that's and the one guy, female to male, I wouldn't have known, and I am so happy for that guy because he all his life.
The guy that got engaged where his mother.
Yes.
Yep.
That was really good. I just think that's a great show. It really tells the story of what it's like, especially the newest ones more than the earlier ones, because the earlier ones, you're watching Jazz as she
grows up,
trying to grow up and stuff.
Yep.
I like the ones after that where she's an adult now. She's got to make her own decisions.
She got into Harvard. She's into Harvard now.
The second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Harvard would be stupid not to take her because of all the publicity.
Yeah, definitely.
Not that they need publicity. Actually, my best friend Allie, went to Harvard. So.
But she had a break there for a while.
I asked her if I could talk about it on the show. By the way.
We will see how long she's your best friend because I've been your friend the longest.
Yeah, but you're not the most famous. You were up until now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've got a more famous friend. I've got to make her my best friend because
we'll see who's here when all these pieces come crashing down.
All I care is who's here to get me to the next level, and then I might let you back in. But
Yeah, well then she better be here every week.
No, she don't have to be here every week.
See.
All she has to do is get me to that next level.
She's not your most loyal then.
No, nobody's loyal more than you are.
Okay.
Excuse me. You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Just making sure.
Jeez. Don't be a hater of Allie.
Of an Allie hater. Not
right.
to be confused with an alligator.
Cater,
No.
or whatever, an alligator.
All right.
An alligator,
next
not
topic.
to be
We're done.
confused
We're
with an
done
alligator.
with that.
With
Let's
entertainment, we're on to the next stuff now. Make sure.
We got 7 minutes left.
I know, and I haven't even done any of that.
We haven't. Well, we just rolled with the show, Michael, and it was great. That's all.
That's
I
the best kind of
say.
shows are the ones that are quick.
Exactly.
Okay, I can delete all the war ones, so I can delete that
What's
one.
Danny talking about?
I don't know.
What are you going to do with show after Putin makes our shadows glow? You can do real trash talk show.
Yeah, well, considering it's trash talking radio, you'd think you'd know that by now.
Must be something to do with Fear
all
the
right,
Walking Dead.
let's do the one that I'm gonna regret doing this, but okay, we'll do this one next.
What
Maybe.
one?
I did
This
have.
Oh, that one again. Wait a minute.
Okay, so
Nope.
you guys got your final stuff here on this one.
Yeah, I did make copies, but I know I didn't have a complete line.
Okay.
I had two.
I did.
Oh, okay. What do you have, little one? Which line?
It's a diagonal.
Okay. This one?
Yeah.
In the rain with a stranger, free space with two.
Hey,
people
this sounds like
at once.
This sounds like the
Two people
candle
at
maker
once?
with the
Two
in the
people
show.
at once, young lady.
Huh?
Yeah, she's looking the other way.
Okay, so
With
you had it
two
in the rain.
more- Wait a minute, 2 or more people in 24 hours?
Wow.
Whoa!
I'm impressed.
Wow.
All right, so that's you.
Yeah, cover your eyes.
See, I knew she hadn't been on a plane. So I knew it wasn't that diagonal.
Okay. All right. Well, that's I'll take that. That's impressive. All right, and you?
I didn't have any.
You didn't have any?
Nope.
What did you do?
Enough.
I know you did the hot tub. You never rode in a plane that I know of.
Nope.
Did you do it in your backyard?
Nope.
No? On top of a washing machine?
It says in the backyard. Well, okay, in your...
In the backyard, yeah. In the
I
rain?
think I read
Nope.
Hotel?
Yes.
With a stranger?
No.
Really? You never did it with a stranger?
Mm-mm.
I did.
I was innocent.
I don't buy that.
A lot of the people I
In
had
the car?
did it. A lot of the people I did with it were strange. But,
Staircase?
Nope.
With a friend?
Yes.
In front of a fireplace?
No.
On a beach?
No. Yes.
With a leech?
No, that's his free space.
In a tent?
No.
Blindfolded?
Yes.
At work?
No.
In a room full of candles?
No.
In a room full of candies? When I read that, I was like, oh, wait, that's candles. In the shower?
Yes.
With 2 people at once?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, come on, I know that's a yes. Go ahead, in the kitchen?
Yes.
With 2 or more people in 24 hours?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I have no. I have not. I don't know.
Come on.
No.
Really?
That's a lie.
That I can remember.
Maybe she's done it with two people in
public.
24 hours. Maybe she's done with two
And
people in
that's
24 hours.
a yes.
That's a yes. Okay.
Because that would be considered in public.
Okay.
In a boat.
No.
With a goat.
No.
On top of a hill.
No.
Or a mountain. In every room of the house.
Yes.
All right, so you have nothing, and you.
I told you.
You said you have two.
I think I had.
You have the same diagonal. I think was.
No,
one
he
of
had the second line across.
I had the second with a friend on a staircase in the car with a stranger in a hotel, and I think I had the.
I thought you had this one too.
No, I didn't do it on the plane. I don't think.
No,
that wasn't
the
the
same
plane.
one she did.
Oh yeah, I think in the rain with a stranger. No, I didn't do it with two people or more in 24 hours. I did it with two people, but not two in 24 hours. I think it was. Wait a minute, there was another one. I think in the kitchen with two people at once.
And Alyssa, we saved this just for you.
In the shower, in the room filled. No, I didn't do it at work. Well, I don't know.
Oh, you either did it at work or you didn't do it at work.
I've been adventurous.
Does it apply if it was my work, or was it because I did
If
do
it's
it at
with
my
their
wife's work?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
I
I
don't
did it
think it
with my wife at my wife's work.
Okay.
Okay, so that works. So there he goes in the kitchen with two people at once, in the shower, in the room filled with candles, and at work. So there's one.
Very good.
I did do it in front of a fireplace. I did do it on a beach. Never in a tent. I'll plead the fifth on the blindfolded.
Nope. I wasn't allowed.
You either did it or you didn't do it.
Yes, I did. I did.
I don't
mean,
think
you don't
I've
have
ever
to.
done it blindfolded. I don't.
You want to? I'm just offering. I'm offering for a friend.
Well, I definitely.
And I don't think I've ever done it on a staircase that I know of.
That you know of. You would know if you did it on a staircase. Come on.
I don't
You
remember
people
if I
are
did
playing
it.
dumb and everything. That's
Honestly, I don't remember. I may have.
Yeah. I think it was.
Did you do it in a box with a fox?
No.
With a couple cocks?
How about on a chair with a hair?
I think the other one.
That would
The
be
other
two
one
or
I had was
more
going
people
down.
at once.
Was the one on the right in the rain, the hotel, blindfolded at work, and then in the one.
You said you didn't do the blindfold.
Yeah, I did do the blindfold.
Make up your mind.
I said I did
All right.
do the blindfold.
Okay, well, we'll end on that note then.
You know,
So, that's
it was
good.
fun in the car
Alyssa
too.
had two bingos.
In the backyard.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I like to think
Yeah, and we all know which ones they are, Alyssa. Oh, I'm sorry, I do at least. Yeah,
Well, it's nice to know what kind of perverts I have I'm working
that's right.
So.
Yep.
I'm
exactly.
the innocent out of all of them.
Oh, wait a minute. Bullshit. Okay, all right.
innocent one.
You need to
Oh,
check
you
his
had
allergies.
bingo.
I
I
better check them
Where do you see a
allergies.
bingo?
I'm telling you.
You didn't even see my stuff.
We went over yours last
No,
week.
you didn't. We didn't.
We
Okay, let's do it then.
No,
said
we
last
don't need
week
to
you
Wait,
know.
we all
We don't need
we
to
all
know.
did ours.
I know. That's because I'm the host. I'm just supposed to be a
How
standby.
many? How
innocent
many?
one.
How many were yours, Mike?
None. I didn't
Yeah,
do any of those
yeah.
things. I'm a virgin.
Oh, bullshit.
You want to see? You want to see?
Yes. Because you even said last week you
There
had
you
a
go.
bingo.
I did not. No, I said I do not have a bingo.
I thought you said you did.
No, I do not. There is my answers.
Wow.
I have not.
Well, if he would have done it on a staircase,
Right, or-
we all would almost all had the same.
Or in the rain.
In
Yeah.
the rain, yeah.
Now, if you would have given me another week, I could have crossed off a couple more boxes, but, that's all I could do for this weekend. I didn't have a lot of time. So I'm innocent. I've got nothing. And you got nothing. Those two are the whores.
Yeah.
And Alyssa.
Alyssa's calling me.
Yeah, she was calling me too.
Oh, well, okay. Well, here we go. So, I'm innocent. I have not had sex at all, hardly.
That is hard to believe.
Yeah.
Do we shout bullshit now, or do we,
Hey, I don't check all the boxes. You guys check all the boxes.
Excuse
What are
me,
you
I
doing?
never
I'm
said I
hearing
checked-
this. Who's making the noise?
I never said I
Somebody's
checked.
hammering something over there.
No, it was her taking the.
Oh.
But I don't think. Like I said, I don't.
You're a whore.
I'm not a whore.
I mean, you've been on a beach, you've been on a boat, you've been on a staircase.
I mean, okay.
You're experienced.
You've been with a fox.
Thank you. I like that. I'm experienced. Thank you very much.
You've been with a fox. You've done it in a box. You had a bunch of cocks. And
I cheated on my wife. Okay.
You cheated for your life. Anyway. All right. Well, on that, I think we can let this go.
Yeah, the car was easy. What the hell? And matter
what
of fact,
kind of a car?
A van.
Oh, well, see, no wonder there's all that kind of room.
Yeah, vans are easy. Come on now.
I crawled out of mine, I crawled into hers, and we had fun.
Well, you had fun anyway. I don't know if she did or not. We got to ask her.
The next thing you know, I went home 2 hours later, and the wife was going, "Where have you been for 2 hours since you woke up at 12?"
Oh, it's a cheater thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That sucks.
All I'm going to say is one word to you. Pinto.
Okay. Well,
no, baby, I needed some room.
I say Cherokee. How about that?
Tesla.
I'm gonna say I needed
Is that
some
with
room,
the bot
baby.
or inside a
I needed some room. That's what I
No,
needed.
I thought we were just naming cars, so that's why I said Tesla.
I think she did it with a robot. So now the question is, was the robot male or female? Or can a robot be
Well,
male?
no,
or both.
I want
Could be both.
Excuse me. I want to know that question. She still hasn't answered it. 2 people or more within 24 hours.
I would say yes.
Yes.
She looks
No,
like
she did say yes.
Oh, did she? Oh, I
yes.
can't-
That's how I got my bingo. Yeah.
How you got what?
How I got the bingo.
Bingo.
That diagonal.
Oh, I thought she was going to say how she got. I was going to say,
I
what
was
did
going
you
to say
get?
that's probably how she got her daughter too.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You beat me to that. But you're closer
No, that's
to her.
not how I got my daughter.
Hey, if you hit him, that's okay.
No, that doesn't work.
What?
Anyway. That's
Or is that how you got your kids? No,
it's hard to believe this time is up already. we started on time.
Started on time.
But
had
you know
some
what I
great
didn't
times,
do?
And here we go.
I didn't start the mix. The show didn't go to the mix. I'm looking
That's
up there.
what happens when you start
That's what happens when I'm turning all these things on and not, I got to get someone else to do the other things so that what's this? Hey, guys. Oh.
What?
Oh, she called us a bad name. She doesn't like us anymore.
What did she call us?
Well, that's because we're leaving.
Because you all shut down, I guess.
Oh.
An S-head.
Well, we're going to be like, we can call her on the way home.
So
unless she goes to sleep like always, I gotta go sleep. I gotta work tomorrow morning. Well, some of us, all of us have to work tomorrow morning.
All of us.
Excuse me.
No.
Oh, okay. It's like that's the only reason why she comes on a Tuesday, Alyssa, because she can, and she can sleep in the morning on Wednesday. Okay.
Except for
what's your point?
What's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Hey, we all do our own work.
Sometimes.
And by the way, you're making it sound like acting isn't work. And
No.
I was offended by that.
I didn't say.
You said I don't have to work.
Excuse me. I said some people don't have to work. Somebody next to you pointed at that. Okay.
I like the way you rolled that over her.
Exactly.
Just
but anyway,
speeding bus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Boom.
Yeah.
We know what you meant.
In 2 weeks, I may not be as talkative. We'll see. Depends on how I. No, 2 weeks.
What's in 2 weeks?
Next week.
Ooh, she's breathing heavy though. I like that.
No,
She has oral surgery.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, she'll be real quiet
one
then.
One of these days, Mike.
But I'll be a week out.
The car won't make that left and go around into town. The car will just keep on going straight.
All right.
Hey,
maybe
I
that's
text him off in the morning.
Maybe
Do you
that's in
realize
2
I've got
weeks
all
when she
these
can't
stories?
talk. Because see, I'm going to talk to
I
her
haven't
boss
even
and I'm going to say,
touched-
took her on Wednesday, will you? We're late on Tuesday.
I haven't touched
I'm
the
only
main
kidding.
stories.
My availability is I'm
Look
not
at all these
available on
stories I
Wednesdays.
didn't do. And they won't be worth anything next week. I'll have to throw them all out because they aren't going to be current anymore.
Don't worry, we'll have enough bullshit to talk about it next week.
Well, hopefully I have that clip that shows how brilliant I am. So, if you ever wondered, you'll know then.
I never doubted you.
All right.
Yes, you did.
It's time to go. I'm glad you guys stopped in, and hope you have a great week, and talk to you next week.
Talk to you next week.
You know, when the most important part is that it comes up here.
We've been together since way back when. This year's gonna be a winner again. We are still the one with something new. Still the one that's gonna see you through. You're still having fun and you're still the one.
Like you want those 4 cookies, the magic,
Sure.
whatever, like nuts or whatever they call it, macadamia nuts. You know, that's fine, you can have them. There's 2 macadamia nuts and then 2 chocolate chips. So